Beep, beep. Ay, ay, ay. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Snow is falling all around. I am glowing more or less. I've become what I feared. A ghost. Ghost. As you can see, the lighting has not arrived yet, but it will come soon. It will come and illuminate us, give us all of the greatness, and lead us to victory. Or so. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are doing fine. As always, I am your host, Peter. Welcome to the night of your gaming channel. How are you doing today? How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. It's already Saturday, so no longer it's Friday again, but it's Saturday. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We had some awesome day yesterday. Let's have a look at our stream records. Ooh, I did not record. Hunt counts going up to 2. to 2, to 3, to 4, to 5. Did not record anything. Interesting. Played a little bit of zero budget brawl and then I call it a day. Ooh, I was lazy. But I've grinded out all of our rewards for MTGA, so that's something. So at least we did something at that. Let's get our record straight. Punt count reverts to 0. Skivixyard Mentor will be led to rest for now. Record of yesterday in Historic Brawl was quite obnoxious. It was okay-ish, but not too much to talk about. And I've grinded out the rest of our rewards yesterday off stream because I was a little bit more into Noita. Wizard Death Simulator, it is a lot of fun at that. So that will be definitely a mainstay in our future. So let's get the stream records down. We're already at day 61 in our free-to-play magic experiment. Going infinite, not as fast as I would like. But that's because I'm slow rolling our gold and gems and I'm a little bit lazy with the drafties. We should draft a lot of Through the Omen Paths. If you want to go infinite, now is the best chance to do so. Because Through the Omen Paths is quite small of a set and you can draft it really, really well. Archetypes are very well dispersed and it's only the 4-player pod. So the competition is not too stiff, but it's also getting stale rather fast. So that is not something that I would recommend you doing too often. We might be doing another Duskmoon draft. Not too sure about it. There are not many good legends in Duskmoon in my opinion. There are some rather solid, especially Rip is one of the better unfair commanders if you want to go white-green station. Otherwise, I think we don't have too much. So let's have a look back at our beep 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 beep. Magic overlay activate. I'm still waiting for our delivery. My chroma key lights and the new electronic adapters should arrive today. Question is when. So I might fumble and miss the postman. But you know, I am duty bound, honor bound, and have to stream at least 2 to 3 hours each day. Otherwise, I lose as a streamer. But first things first, let's go for some pack 1 pick ones. I want to crack some packs. We still got some to open. Pack 1 pick 1 through the Omen Paths. What will we get? What will we take? Ooh, we've got some juicy ones today. In the uncommon slot, Serena Bargain Spinner. One of the best, in my opinion, uncommons in white and blue. One of the signpost uncommons for the modified deck, so that's something. Also, card advantage on a stick is rather nice. Got the Vex spots for the villain's deck. Got the more Throwing Shroud, which is one of the better removal spells in the common slot, so watch out for that. But will our Rare blow us out of the water? Okay, I think this will be a dot. So my first picks would be Serena Bang Spinner, then Mothling Shroud, then Vexed Bots. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about this pack, Jet? Does it excite you? Blop, 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 blop. Noita will have to wait a little bit, but we will be playing Noita, I think at around, 2 or 4 PM, depending on how fancy I feel with our magic today. So I think we'll do one extra Final Fantasy pack 1, and then we brew a little bit around. So, pack 1, pick 1. What will we get? What will we take? Final Fantasy edition. Ooh, and we've got 2 rares. Nice, nice. Final Fantasy, one of the harder to draft sets, definitely. I personally like me a lot this Restoration Magic with its versatility. Otherwise, I think the Curl also rather solid suited removal spell. But what will be our S? Ooh, we've got the Varagov. That's awesome. And we've got Tifa Lockhart. So I think my first pick will be the Argini Sunya, then the Restoration Magic, and then the Curl. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. So, Gianna, welcome back. Welcome back. Nice, nice, nice. If you've come to see me die some more in the Noitas, I've updated our daily schedule. I think at the latest at 4 PM we will be returning to that. Until then, I will be playing a little bit of Magic today. Have a little bit of action there. How do you do? Gianna, how are you doing? Ay, ay, ay. Hope you're doing fine. Have a lot of fun. Oh, the off-center kills me. But yeah, let's keep it as is. Clipping your content on Twitch is sometimes a little bit strange. Ooh. Kalizata, welcome. So, pack 1, pick 1. Did you get what? Today is a little bit scuffed, but still rather nice. Kalizata, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. Starting a little bit with the zero budget the Brawl. Pack 1, pick 1s, opening some packs. Getting maybe something good. Hope you're doing well, Kali. Or is it Kelly? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, okay. Then, first things first, you know the drill. Or you don't know the drill. On Magic the Gathering Arena, you can respin your gold rewards daily. And you can upgrade from 500 to 750, so a 50% increase in payload. So let's see if we are lucky today. Nah. A dot. Today it is a dot. But it's also a nice... What's it called? Handicap. It's a nice handicap. No black or green spells today, so that we can respin tomorrow again. Okay. Kali Sata. Most people call you Kali in chat. Okay, okay. That's good. That is good to know. Importante. Is noticed. So... Bum, 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 bum. By the way, everybody, we have new addition to our awesome Discord. Who of you is Angel Rodmus? Is there something with the tag Angel Rodmus? Otherwise, you have to verify yourself to get full access to our Discord server. My accent is kind of different. I'm from Europe. And I'm not a native English person, so that's that. My English sometimes really sucks. But yeah. I'm living next to Germany, so that's that. Got a little bit of a German accent. A little bit of a nasal tone. So, we will be playing a little bit of Zero Budget Brawl for those of you who don't know the drill. I start my recording for the YouTubes and then we'll have a little bit of fun. So everybody, it is time for another edition of Zero Budget the Brawl. We are not allowed to use any monies, any wildcards. Have to build a new deck every day. So let's do that. Get our draft out of the way, make a very new deck from scratch. I'm only allowed to use the pool that I've drafted up so far and opened in our free packs that Wizards provide. Thank you very much for that. And have to brawl it out with the competitive queue. See how far we come. I'm rather excited to also see if Wizards will have updated their ranking system for Brawl 2 in the future. There was something up for discussion. So rather excited to see that one. Otherwise... it's still a rather awesome casual format, so keep that in mind. Building decks is so expensive. Yeah, of course. We got some solid wildcards, I would say. By the way, if you're on the Twitch, if you're watching this live, you've got the option to make me burn some wildcards too. To the right side, in the chat section, there is something downwards that's called channel points. And you can burn some channel points to make me burn some wildcards. To shout you out whenever I have to play them. And yeah, to make me play them too. Can also do a little bit of game deck doctor for you if you want to see me brew around. You can also ask me a lot of questions in chat, so keep that in mind. By the way, thank you for joining the order and thank you for following Kalisata. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, which commander do I want to brew around with today? We have a little bit of a handicap today. We are not allowed to play black or green cards, because I have to respend my 500 gold and max out our treasury to do my drafties. Which is also one of the best advices that I can give to free-to-play players. So keep that in mind. There is each new day the chance to reroll your rewards, and that's awesome. Ooh, Kalisato says they play standards, still did not understand how Commander works. Ooh, then this stream today is for you. Especially Brawl as a 1v1 format is quite solid to understand. You, at the first thing that you do, get the chance to select your format that you want to play. I personally definitely recommend, especially for new Commander players or Brawlers, Standard Brawl, because the card pool is way shallower. And you also have a little bit less power level, I would say. Especially in a normal Historic Brawl queue, there is a lot of overpowered and unfair decks out there. With the newest Final Fantasy sets, through the Omen Paths and beyond, the multiverse, whatever shenanigans Wizards brews up, it gets a little bit strange with the power level so far. But in the earlier iterations of Standard Brawl especially, it was a rather good addition to Arena in my opinion, because you have a rotating commander pool, which is awesome to play something new and fresh. You have also the possibility to brew around something that is not so well known. So especially at the start of each new season Standard Brawl, it gets kind of funky. Wizards screwed up a little bit because they made the time spent between each new rotation, 3 years now. So standard Brawl becomes a little bit more like historic Brawl, but still is rather fun. Especially a lot more fun than the historic Brawl queue, because sometimes you just get comboed out on turn 2 or 3 and that's not fun at all. One of the fun things too is you can play a lot of Brawl and standard and I think every format with your friends and max out your daily rewards like this. So you don't even have to go into the competitive queue. You can just smack your friends a little bit around, play some casual decks and have a lot of fun with that. So that's something. We are not allowed to play black or green, so I think we'll have a look at white, blue and red today. A little bit restrictive in my opinion, but I think still possible to play around with. The standard Brawl queue, as the historic Brawl queue, gives you 25 life at the beginning, so keep that in mind. Aggressive decks might struggle a little bit. Nonetheless, I think I will be brewing around with Bayo Irritable Instructor today. This is a really good commander. I've been wrecked by it twice already in the standard Brawl queue. And I think it's rather budget friendly because he wants to burn a lot, he wants to ramp a lot, and he also is rather good in an evasive aggressive play. So what does he do? He's a 3-mana 2/3 with flying, and you don't lose unspent red mana as long as he's on the battlefield, which is awesome. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you add an extra red. So he is also mana acceleration in red, which is especially good for burn, because you can cast all of your spells, draw a lot of cards, and then accrue a lot of mono red mana that you can yoink at the opponent's face whenever he leaves the battlefield. So that's rather awesome. So I would definitely recommend you playing a little bit more aggressive, so cards like Bolt Wave are good. Like me also some evasive and early threats like the Burn Out Bastronaut. Especially Burn with the Statue Engines ability is rather nice, because Statue Engines wants you to go up to 4 counters, and when you have those 4 infinitely available counters, you get some upsides on your creatures. And Bastronaut gets Double Strike, which is rather awesome, especially for a menace creature, forcing the opponent to trade with twice the amount of creatures, so that they get rid of it. Otherwise, I think playing a lot of burn that goes to the opponent's face also deals with your creatures is nice. Can play some early threats like the Ember Veteran go to town. Could also play cards like Frenzied Goblin to force the opponent's big cards not to be able to block, so that is something. Otherwise, I like him the to Lava Runner, is a Goblin guide at home, as we modern players say. Got the Hired Claw, which is nice. Got the Plasma Bolt, which is awesome. If the opponent removes some stuff from you, you can deal even 3 damage. You could also cheat it out a little bit with your own stuff and deal some damage. Like me versatility of cards like Thunder Magic, dealing slow damage, medium and big damage, so that's rather nice. It targets only creatures, which is a little bit of a downside, but sometimes you just want that too. So I think I'll add some model spells like the Thunder Magic and Liberate to the mix, just to have some answers for the opponent's creatures. Especially in a Spellslinger deck which burns a lot, I think Coruscation Mage is a rather good budget option. Makes another token, and each of the creatures burns for 1 if you play a non-creature spell. So that's really, really good. Always remember, Bayo rewards you for playing instants and sorceries, so this will be a Spellslinger deck. So cards like Feldbrand Archer, definitely the way to go. Could also play some cards like Devoted Duelist, but I'm not too sure about that. What I personally also like in aggressive decks is going a little bit wider, playing cards like Dragonfodder, for example. They are creatures tagged onto a non-creature spell, and that's rather nice. Otherwise, there are also key cards, well, like the Heartfire Emulator from the starter decks, which got prowess and grows with each non-creature spell. So can become a 3/3, 4/4, 5/5, 6/6, and go to town. Also has the ability to sacrifice it, so it's a removal spell tagged onto a creature, which scales with the game, which is rather awesome, especially in mono red, which normally struggles to deal with big creatures. Otherwise, we've got the Lightning Storm. Could play cards like the Manifold Mouse, if we got a little bit of a mouse sub-theme too. At the moment, I don't see it too much. But mono red mice was one of the more obnoxious aggressive decks in the past few seasons. Otherwise, you could also play some copy spells, for example. I think Returned by the Favor is a rather interesting copy spell for some removal spells. So you could also force the opponent to use their removal spells on their own creatures, which is rather nice. Like me also the Excel-based removal effects like the Scorching Dragonfire, so we'll keep that one in. Take in a little bit more Go White. Like me cards like the Shocking Sharpshooter, which reward you for creatures. We've got some token makers like the Seer Slicer Goblin, so that might be an option too. Just burn the opponent for as much damage as possible. Red especially has a very good suite of answers for artifacts and creatures. Unfortunately, does not deal too good with enchantments, but still is rather solid. Like me, the Terror Pact Intimidator as a good card from Edge of Eternities. Can force the opponent to make a choice, either give you some lander tokens which ramp you, or get really big and go to town with a 4-3 on turn 2, which is a rather solid threat. Like me some ramp too, so Zookeeper Mechan is nice. Could play some card advantage in mono red, like the Count on Luck, which I like me also a lot. Otherwise, there are a lot of cheap answers, cheap threats. Like me some cards like the Fire Spitter Whelp, which I bought you for some burn. Also, especially in mono red, I think playing cards like the Giant Cinema, which prevent the players from gaining life, is very important because you want to outrace the opponents pretty fast. So that's something. Let's add our Goblinos. Get those have some haste. Maybe some ping damage with the Kindle Spark Duel too. So that's that. Could play more prowess threats like the Queen Brane, for example, which I like me a lot. It's a really good card. Otherwise, as you can see, could also play a little bit of Treasure Sub-Theme. Don't know if you play enough Pirates and Scouts for Van, but still a really good card. Otherwise, I like me some pump effects too, like the Hellspell Possibos. Cranko also rather nice with all the creatures that gain haste. Might be a consideration. If you go into the Historic Brawl queue, you can also play some cards that sacrifice creatures for 0 investment and just yoink the damage into the opponent's face. So keep that in mind, especially Goblin Bombardment comes to my mind. Like to play the Ojaraxonil for some extra ping damage. Otherwise, what else will we play? Could play some rares too, like maybe the Summon GF Cerberus, which when it comes into play as a 3/3/4/4 is not so impactful, surveys a little bit, but doubles and triples up your instant and sorcery, so that's rather nice. Bayo only triggers on casts, so it triggers only once, but still is a rather solid effect. I love me Sunspend Links, this card is awesome. Like me also the spells that get a little bit of discount, like the Witch Stalker's Frenzy, so maybe play that. Not too sure about the Tanuk. We can cheat a lot of red cards into play if we really want to. So we could play a little bit of big red, but we'll have to look at that. Love me the Nova Hellkite, that card is awesome. Could also play a little bit of Clive if it's dominant, but we play a lot of long creature spells. Instant sorceries, so that might not be the way. Half Elemental also rather good as a threat and as a card advantage engine. Otherwise, I think we are rather well set. Bayo ramps up by itself, so I don't think we need too many mana rocks. Let's have a look at our card distribution, see how I feel so far about the deck. Curve looks rather solid. Got some good removal spells, so that's good. Could add a little bit of colorless shenaniganry in the land slot. Maybe some Amonkhet Raceway giving us more haste. Maybe some Arid Archway to ramp it up a little bit. Don't think we have too many big creatures, so Rogue's Passage might not be the way. And we don't play too many artifacts, I think. Yeah, so the Starforge is also a no-no. Otherwise, let's have a look at our rares and mythics. Maybe I missed something. But I think our red pool is quite shallow, so it should be fine. Also rather fun thing, you could play cards like the Curse Recording, which doubles your instants and sorceries up to 7 times. And after that deals 20 damage to you, so can also end the game on your terms, which is rather fun. But I think our red pool is so far okay. Could play some cards like the Dissection Tools or the Anticausal Vestige. Maybe get a little bit more versatility into the deck. Especially the Flaming Hive Pool might be good against control. So maybe change something out here. But I like my curve a little bit more down to earth with the Bayo. So keep that in mind. Like me the Dissection Tools also with some token shenanigans. So that's something. So let's have a look what we might cut here. Could cut the Thunder Magic. The only deals with creatures is still a rather solid early spell. Maybe cut that. I think we could also cut the return the favor. I like me a lot of instant sorceries for the Bayo though. Can only cheat artifacts into place, so the dissection tools farming hive pool works with the Tarnuk. Otherwise I think the Kindlespark duo might be our cut here. Yeah, I think this will be my cut. Play it as aggressive as possible and go to town. So let's go into some standard Brawl Decks games and see how Bayo does. Irritable instructor it is. Adios. So, here are our zero budget Brawl records. For everyone wondering. And then have a little bit of fun. So this should be fine. So let's queue up for some standard games. Standard Brawl it is. 60 card format. One off as one off can be. With the standard card pool. So if you played a little bit of standard Kalisata, you should know some of the cards that will be played. Otherwise I give always a little bit of instruction so that everyone knows what's being played. It's especially nice for all of the lurkers on the YouTubes. Watch my bots. So, game number 1 against the Rabo, the first Fang. Okay, Catch Tribal it will be. Mono White Cats is really strong. We are on the play. Don't have removal for a Rabo so far. But a rather solid curve out, so I think we will... I would love to keep this hand, but we'll need the answer for the Rabo. I think we'll have to mulligan here. Now we've got the Suplex. Also tokens likes to gain a lot of life, so I think the Cinnamon might be quite nice. And we are on the play, so I think we have a little bit of time to go aggressive. Let's see how bad it will be. Here upon with the Savannah Lions. Let's see if I want to block. Otherwise I might just pump our Hired Claw up once. Okay, Dawning Marshal it is. We've got our first. I hate obnoxious players. Don't haste me, don't threaten me. Okay, we'll definitely attack with the Hired Claw. Want to race. Sunspan Links might not be too good. Still rather solido. I think we'll start with the Bayo here. To get rewarded for our removal spells. Getting more mana. Here upon with the Rabo. Ramps up the power. Cranks up the power. We'll take the 6 here. Oh, the audio is so loud. Why? I think I know why. Yeah, now it's way better. Okay. We hit land number 4, which is awesome. We'll definitely get rid of the Rabo here. So I think we start with the Suplex because it's a sorcery speed spell. Get rid of a Rabo. Get some mana. Could play a Braid too, but I want to slow roll it for another Rabo, I guess. We are in the driver's seat damage-wise, so I think it should be fine. So let's play the Giant Cinnamon first. Go to town with our red creatures. Burn a little bit, deal some damage. So here we go. Okay, opponent wants to race. Got the static snare, nice. Okay. Got the raceway, so can give our creatures haste if we want to. I think we'll start with the Braid on the flyer. Don't want to take too much damage in the air. And then play the Sunspine Links. Take 1 damage, unfortunately. But that's okay. Hit in for another solid 5. And that should be good. Here up is back. Even more cats. We'll definitely block this Savannah lines here. Opponent wants to know it. We can offer them some trades. Let's see if they take it. We attack for lethal, so they have to block. Question is how. Okay, they just jump block the Sunspine Links. Fine for me. I want to double spell, so I think we played like this. Eat that cat. Deal is solid 4. Play the Terror Pact first. Guess we make some lander tokens. Then play the Seer Slicer Goblin and get the defense strong. This should be good. Okay, a Chinese Pride Mate, so there is a life gain sub theme. And the Felidor Savior. So that's something. Yeah, when a rubber stays on the field, it gets really obnoxious really fast. We can go down to 1. Still need a removal spell from the top. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. We have 5 attackers on the ground. We need 1 extra attack. So I think upkeep we will have to sacrifice at least 1 of our lander tokens. Question is if I really want to go down to 1. Don't have to. I think we'll take the damage here. If we top deck some burn, it should also be good enough. So let's upkeep, sacrifice a lander. Get 1 of our lands out of the deck. And see what we top deck. Coruscation Mage is not good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have only 6 blockers, so that sucks. They can block everything from us. They've got some rather good blocks at that. Oh, this sucks. So let's play the Coruscation Mage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can attack with the Bayo. Get an extra token end of turn, so it should be fine. Have also the Sunspine Link so that they cannot gain some life back. Haha, we will caracal this. Okay, we'll block their Rabu here. Block token 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of our blacks are good. The Sunspine Links will live, so that should be fine. Bayo is still on battlefield and they need a removal spell. Otherwise we win in the air now. Ever so close, but we won it nonetheless. Oh, 0 budget, the Brawl going strong. I'd like to see that one. Sweet, 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 sweet. Yeah. That was rather nice, especially removing their flyer, which could also pump the whole team. So let's go again. Play another one. Wahahaha. Ooh, another monocolored matchup today. Nice. Like to see that one. Smoke and Poke with Tifa Lockhart. And he's a Eternal Taskmaster, so a grinder. Nice, nice, nice. We got another solid curve out. Like to see that one. Also a little bit of late game action with the Flaming Hive pool. The game goes too long. Not mulliganing in an answer for the Tifa might bite me here. You need definitely removal spell on turn 2 for Tifa, especially if you're on the draw. So we might just be dead next turn. They can definitely give you a lot of counters. That is something that you have to be afraid of. So I think this keep was a little bit too greedy. See how much I get punished. Yeah, there's a Titanic Growth. Pumper once, pumper twice. It's exactly 20. That's an awesome one-shot. Tifa is such an awesome commander. Especially mono green on the play. Ah, but because we play standard brawl, we live for another turn. Yeah, but Tifa also having trample is really bad for us. So I'm not too sure how I feel about this. I think we'll have to play the house quite heavy here. Token has to attack. With 5 life left on the board, I think everything that pumps gets us. This is a one-shot build with the Tifa. So definitely have something that pumps her again. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like Standard Brawl 2. Because you get a free mulligan every turn. At the beginning of the game. Not every turn. Yeah. Okay, they attack for 7. We'll definitely have to block. We'll block with the house quite heavy here. Yeah, double block doesn't really do anything. We go down to 1. But I think we're just dead next turn. Need a rather good answer because they also have the bestial bloodline on the Tifa now. I think that's just game. I will concede here. A little bit unimpactful. My hands. Yeah. But that's one of the prime examples how not to play the game. Definitely take your mulligans aggressive if you know that you are on the defense. Otherwise the tempo will be against you. Especially if you're on the draw. You can mulligan for the removal spell for the opponent's commander and then get an extra draw too. So you're definitely in the driver's seat after that. By the way, everybody joining us today, thank you again for having a look at the stream. And I wish you all an awesome weekend. I hope you have a lot of fun. I've ordered the key lights yesterday, so our green screen madness might continue. Okay, game number 3. Ooh, against another monocolored commander, Zodiac Umbre God. Zodiac is mono, black control. Indestructible at that, so we have to race a lot. Got a rather awesome curve. The Firebrand Archer and the Speedway, we can haste it up. Also got the Flaming Hive pool to gain some tokens. Black has trouble with dealing with artifacts, so that's something. So it should be fine. So let's start with the Raceway here. Get some speed first. Then we'll start with the Archer. Could next turn play the Bayo. Not too sure about that though. Might want to slow roll it. Okay, can also play the Queen Brownie, make some tokens, which I like me a lot. So I think we'll offer them the trade with the Archer, see what they do. I guess they just block, gain some life. Because Vengeful Bloodwood gets them a lot of life and I don't want to see that. And then I think might just play the Queen Brownie, see if it lives. The opponent has another spot removal spell. Okay, they play some budget builds, interesting. Nice. So we might have a chance. Don't have a non-creature spell though. I think what we will do here is We offer them the trades, see if they want to block. We definitely make another wizard token, so that's good for our non-creatures. Just play the Hellspell Possibus here. Lose out on the pump and the attacks. But they have a rather wide board, so that's fine. Them curving out exactly into Zodiac will definitely win them the game, so I think we might be a little bit too slow. Also, them copying our ATB is rather obnoxious. I will not block here. Okay, there's the lightning strike. So I think we'll do it like this. Play the Bayo, maybe ramp up a little bit. Go to town with our tokens. Pass for now. Maybe can ramp up into our Flaming Hive pool next turn. Yeah, they have the removal spell. So that's a no-no. Can pay 2, deal 2 to the opponent. I think we'll do this. Slow roll our lightning strike here. Now Bayo activates. We take action, pay the 2. Deal the 2 to the opponent's face. I could also ping ourselves, so that's something. As you can see, mono red sometimes a little bit of a weak color. Still rather fun to play from time to time. Especially in Standard Brawl and Historic Brawl, where the life total starts at 25, might be a little bit too tough. But still quite nice. What do we do here? I think we go to town, attack first. Opponent slow rolling the Zodiac is rather good for us. I think we'll go with the Bayo once again. They've got the Massacre Bomb too, yikes. So that's something. Yeah. I think they outrace us, outpace us, outdrain us. Massacre Bomb is really bad. Don't have an answer for that right now. Could go with the Hearth Elemental, drop our hand, see what we top. Could play the Dusk. Oh, removal first, I would say. But we need some answers from the top for the Massacre Bomb, so I think I'll go a little bit more aggressive. Drop 4 cards, make some mana. We can play the Cinnamon here, but it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, cannot really attack. Yeah, then we concede to that. Massacre Bomb is too big, and the Zodiac still not been played. Rather interesting to see that the opponent did not play their Zodiac here. By the way, that's one of the good things with mono red. You win a lot. Nah. If you play mono red in Standard, you win a lot. If you play it in Brawl, you might not win too much. But you can play a lot of games really fast, and that's good. Love to see that one. Grind out the daily achievements rather fast. Okay, got a more control-y hand this time. Got some answers for the Goblin, so I like me. What I see. Rather interested to see how good the Return the Favor will be. Because mono red likes to tap out a lot, I'm not too sure how good this card is. But we'll still try. One with the Bloodthorn Flail. Interesting choice. It's a free discard outlet, which is rather nice. So can enable mayhem for the Fleam and the Goblin rather easy. Oh, okay. We'll play the Bayo first. Smack in for 2 and pray. Don't want to see any sweepers from the opponente. Fleam is such a strong deck. Especially, it's 2 commanders in 1. You can play the Goblin side for 2, or you can just play the Fleam side for 4. Because there's the mana symbols in both of the corners, you can play the cards from the command zone for both sides. And that is rather broken. So I personally think all of the flip commanders from Through the Human Paths are really busted. Okay, Skyway grows. Skyway is really gross right now. We could play Return the Ferber, copy our Braid, get rid of this Bloodthorn Fade and this Skyway, which I like me a lot. So I think we'll do it like this. Go full control just because. Play this Braid first. Deal 3 damage to the Skyway. Submit Uno. Bayo activates. Gives us some mana. Now we can play Return the Favor for free. Copy target spell. Target the Abrade. We've chosen the 3 damage mode, so I think we'll go now for the... Oh, the second 3 damage spell, so we have to copy the mode, so that's something to notice. That's not so nice. Yeah, we'll have to go for the Scrounging Ray, Skyway again. This sucks, it's a 2-for-1. Would have loved to get rid of the Flail and the Skyway. But yeah, that's what it is. Can't do anything against that. Ay ay ay. Yeah, copy targets, instant spell, activated ability, triggered ability. With some of the spells you could also choose the mode. With this one, unfortunately not. So I think the Return the Favor might not be worth it in our deck. Love me some options. Still getting rid of the Skyway is really important, especially with a free discard outlet like the Bloodthorn Flail. Okay, what can we do? They've got a big Fleam. Not many payoffs right now, but that might change really fast. We have 6 mana thanks to the Bayo, so that's good. I think we'll just drop our creatures here, play the Sunspine Links, drain them for a solid 2. Ping it up. Then gets us some lands. Maybe get a big burn turn with the Bayo. For now I have to pass. This definitely looks like a little bit of a budget build. So that's interesting to see. A fellow budget brawler. Yeah. Interesting to see. Yeah, they can just mayhem the Marauding Marco back because of the Fleam. So I think every discard and cycle spell is really good with in a Fleam deck. Fleam is so strong. Also reducing the mayhem cost of the cards from Grave. So if you, for example, cycle a free drop, you can just play it for 1. That's really nice. Yeah, there's also Queen's Insight. Also pings us for every spell that they play from the grave or from the exile, so that's something. So I guess we just get out-fleamed here. Yeah, I can block the Duelist, doesn't really matter. It has Vigilance, so it does not matter also for the opponent because they still got their defensive creature. Okay, Hired Claw we got. Don't have a Lizard that is attacking, so the Hired Claw does not burn right now. Still having some plays is nice. Guess we'll just go to town. Attack with the Lynx and with the Bayo. See if the opponent gets scared and does not block. We might as well just block. So let's play the Cinnamon here. Ramp it up even more with the land and Top Gun. Could have also grown the Hired Claw. But I'm not too sure about that. Might not need it. Because they have 1-4 and the 0-3. And all of the board grows really fast. Stockpiling red mana might definitely be the way to win this game somehow. Otherwise I'm really happy that the opponent doesn't have too much card advantage so far. Uha! They've got the Captain Howler too. I think it's even more. Always remember full control with the Bayo if some open red sources, otherwise they will just give you back the priority and waste the mana that you could have stockpiled with the Bayo here. So what can we do? Could attack with the Sunspine Links. Could attack with the Giant Cinnamon. We'll have to pressure somehow, so I think that is still the way to do things here. So let's see if we can get in some damage. Hired Claw might not be the way. Might need it for some ping. So I think I'll keep it back. Let's go in with the... I need to buy on defense. They can still ping us out of the game with the Fleam, so I think it might not matter. Next time they exile something with the Quints inside. No. They can just draw and discard, so that's that. We can make some defenders on the ground. They are on 6. I think Seer Slicer making a token is still good. Let's pass for now. And now depending on the draw might be okay. Nah, they can still ping us with the Magma Kin. Unfortunate, really unfortunate. Ay. They just have to attack with the Fleam here. I don't know if I'm playing good, Kali. Getting wrecked a lot. There's a lot of insight definitely, but I think my plays are a little bit lacking today. Don't feel the magic. Nonetheless, thank you very much for the compliment. Encourages me a lot. Okay. Guess the opponent can just burn us out with the Magma Kin here. Magma Kin is really good in discard decks. Triggering so often each turn. Yeah, they just go to town with the spells. Yeah, and we die to the damage before we can deal some burn. Oh, yeah. Could have stockpiled 7, traded here, and then deal the damage to the opponent's face, but yeah. One turn too slow. So 1 and 3 so far. And we've got ads in 3 minutes for everyone not knowing. I run an ad-free channel as much as possible. On Twitch you have the so-called pre-roll ads, which normally roll when you enter a channel. I can turn them off if I enable a 3-minute ad break, and I will do so. So before the next game starts, I would say we'll go into a 3-minute ad break, have a short little drink break, snack break. Can also just chill around and talk with me a little bit in the chat if you want to. But otherwise, I will see you all in 3 minutes. So, stay tuned. Ahoy, hahi, ahoy. Welcome back, everybody, from the ad break. As you all know, 3 minutes of ads gives us 60 minutes of ad-free viewer experience. And I love to drop all of the stupid ads and have you all with me, so that's rather fun. So let's go back into some games for everyone new joining the stream. We're playing a little bit of Zero Budget Brawl today. 0 pounds initiated so far, so I love to see that. Otherwise, Bayo Irritable Instructor it is. Here's the deck for everyone who might have troubles with the untapped. We're playing a little bit of Mono Red Burn, see how well it does in Standard the Brawl. And then I think we play a little bit of Limited Madness afterwards. And then you can enjoy the Wizard's Death Simulator with me. I've updated our timetables so far. We will be playing a lot of Noita in the upcoming days. I like me that game a lot, especially with the interaction with chat. You can give me some bonus, or you can just smack me around with a lot of... what's it called? Hindernissen... Good question. What's it called? With happy little accidents, I would say. Maybe burn me with some assets, or conjure some monsters. So if you want to see me play some Noita, definitely stay. I think we'll be playing Noita around 2 PM CT, maybe 3 PM. At the very latest 4 PM. And then we'll have an extended stream until 6. So that's rather nice. But until then, let's continue with our Bayo. See if our Irritable Instructor can get us some wins. By the way, for everyone not knowing what Zero Budget Brawl is, we also updated our Nightbot commands. So you can type ! Zero Budget Brawl and have a little bit of insight. So that's cool. So I'm updating the stream. We'll get better sooner than later. Awesome. Every day. So, we're playing against Science of the Earth Spider, so if they drop their 5-drop commander in 5 colors, we're just dead, because it gives everything lifelink. So we'll have to be fast. Got a solid goblin opener. Not sure if it's good enough though. But we'll definitely try. Playing Mono Red in Standard Brawl is always something that I'm not too sure about. I think the power level, especially of Red in Brawl, is a little bit lacking. The opponent having 4 more life than in the normal constructed format is also something that is a little bit of a detriment to us. Still, we will give our best, give each commander the chance to shine. Especially Bayo is a commander that I want to break somehow. Would be awesome with some infinite mana combos, but I don't know if there are too many in Mono Red, so that's something. Especially in Standard Brawl, you normally want to see a little bit more of fair games. But as you can see, through the Human Powers gives it best try to starve us of all of the fair games, so that's something. We'll definitely have to get rid of the mirror here. Them drawing even more spiders is not something that I enjoy. Otherwise, as always, I wish you all a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a lot of fun and an awesome work week so far. Guess we'll go to attacks first, see what the opponent plays. If it's something flashy. Okay, there's their Demi. They can sacrifice her. I will definitely burn her with the Scorching Dragonfire. Opponent plays a lot of basic lands, so might also be a budget build. Which is rather good for us. Gives us a little bit more time before the Science of the Earth Spider come down. Okay, buried in the garden. Very interesting to see that they don't fix their forest here. Doesn't really matter too much because I think Buried gives only 1 extra mana color. Yeah. But still. Now they block their planes for a dual color spell. Otherwise they would have an extra forest open to play something, so that's something to consider if you want to play it like this. Now, by the way, we've got the wombo combo of the Howl Squad Heavy with the Cranko. Because Howl Squad Heavy says other goblins you control have haste. And Krenko loves a lot of goblins and a lot of haste on the battlefield. So that's something. So if they don't play a sweeper, next turn will be awesome if we need to draw another mountain. We have a 44% chance to draw that said mountain. So let's pray. Cross our fingers and pray. Hold all the thumbs that you can. Okay, there's our mountain. You love to see that. Pond with the Sarn. So if they double spell, they draw a card. We'll definitely play the Krenko here. I think we make one less token, but a lot of tokens then they can attack now. Let's go to town with everything. If I remember correctly, there should be a hotkey to enable attack all. Or just take this deck and let everyone attack. Let's see what it is. To select money. Oh, control shift should be possible. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. See how it does. Good thing about Science of the Earth Spider, normally it's a creature deck, so if you can get hasty, aggressive onto the board rather fast, you should have the opportunity to outrace the opponent. If they play a lot of sweepers, we're just dead. But that is something that I might not... Yeah! Expect. Nice, nice, nice. How many goblins could we have made this time? We've got 10 on board. Could make another 2. Could make another 10 goblins. That's nice. You'll love to see that. So another win. You'll love to see it. Whoops, 2 and 3. So let's go for another game. Mono red it is. No black, no green today. So that is also something. And after that, we could also do a little bit of brawl and chill. If you want to play some games against me, with your budget brews, could do that also every time. So, but now let's continue with the next game. I think it's game number 6 against Narset. Narset rather interesting because she's more of a control commander. Rewards you for every spell that you've played. Once you normally took her out, so you will see her not too often on turn 3 on the board. Oh, Kalisato says they are a budget player, but they often lose. Don't feel too down, Kali. One of the better things that you can do, especially on Arena, you can play a lot of starter deck duels. There are 10 awesome starter decks that you get right from the start. And if you queue up in the starter deck duel queue, you just play against the starter deck duels. And that's rather fun if you try to decide to play some of the more of the stronger decks, I would say. Like the blue-white flyers or maybe the white-black vampire life game. So for every starter in Arena and people who are a little bit tired of the standard queue, would definitely recommend you to play a lot of starter deck duels. They are awesome. So we got some choices to make. Got all of our mana, can decide to either come out with the count on luck, exile something from the top each turn, get some card advantage going, or play the Bayo. Oh, Kali say they have 2 decks, but they find themselves losing to decks with lots of removals. Yeah, I despise control also a little bit. So what do we want to do? I personally would like to play the Krenko. So maybe just play Krenko, try to curve out a little bit. See if they play more removals. They play a lot of Flurry and might play also a little bit of Prowess, so I think this is more of a tempo deck. Yeah, indeed it is. Double spell tribal. You love to see all of the cards from the Dragonstorm set, so that's awesome. That's really nice. So can play the Hellspell Possibles, doesn't make any Goblinos though. So I think we go for the Dissection Tools first. Get some defense online. Ooh, Sunspan Links I like. Then I think we just make do nothing because we can activate Cranko also on the opponent's turn. Pass for now. Okay, Riptide Gearhulk. Guess they just get our face down back onto the deck. They decide to get rid of the Cranko. Okay. Face down it is. Okay, they smack in for free. I will not block. I need a token to sacrifice. To give us a little bit more of power boost. We have 5 mana right now. What's the best play we can do? We could play the Possibles, go even wider. Kinda like that. Could play the counter luck to draw more cards. Don't need the card advantage right now. Giving our creatures haste is rather nice with the Tanuk. So I think we use as much mana as we can, so play the Haste with Possibles first, make some tokens. Can equip them, which is nice. Bounce back one of our mountains. Then make some tokens with the Cranko here. And then I think we'll equip to the Haste with Possibles. Sacrifice, I guess, one of our mercenaries. And let's pass for now. So far so bad. As you can see, a lot of value in all of the other colors. So just playing monocolored might not be good enough in most of the cases. We still give our best. Have not seen too much action from the Bayo. But I think we'll drop him next turn. Okay, opponent attacks with everything. We'll definitely have to jump block once. I think we just put one token in front. Make even more Goblinos next turn with the Cranko. So let them smack us for 8, which is fine. They have 2 flyers, so we have to be careful with the life. Like me the Seer Slicer Goblin, so that's good. Would love to play the Counter Luck too. Like the Bayo as a flyer on defense. So I think we played like this. And then could attack with the Haste with Possibles. Could also make more Goblinos. Kinda like attacking with the Possibles here. See what they do. We need some life back. Can also pressure the opponent a little bit. They have to block with at least one creature to not take damage. I think we'll definitely have to re-equip to the Bayo. Let's stay kinda neutral with our tokens. Equip the Bayo here. Sacrifice one of our tokens. And pass for now. So many goblins. This is an unofficial Cranko commander deck. Love to see that one. Okay, now they've got the Narset. They've cast one Narset, so they draw one at the end of turn. Don't think they have too many good attacks now because of all of our tokens. We definitely have to also add some mana, so don't forget about that. Okay. So what now? We can definitely attack with the Bayo here. Can also make even more Goblinos. Kinda like making more Goblin tokens. They don't have haste, unfortunately, but with the Tanuk they have. So I think we'll play the Tanuk here. Giving the whole board haste is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers so far. So we still need an extra turn. I think we'll just play the Sunspine Links. Could warp it in to burn the opponent twice. Doesn't matter too much in my opinion. We'll definitely play this the Links here. Burn us, burn the opponente. Then hit in for a solid 4 in the air. One goes down to 12. We also don't gain life, so keep that in mind. But I think next time we should have enough goblins to win the game. Okay, Kalisato says they play standard Azorius Auras and you just play... you just build the mere midrange, but you still don't understand how to win with this deck. Ooh, the mere midrange is a little bit tough to play. A lot of decision making. Ooh. The opponent with the authority of the councils. Tapping down all of our cards is unfortunate. But I think we have enough attackers now to win the game. That should be fine. They can attack with everything, it doesn't really matter. We can pump with the Zookeeper Mechanic. Maybe we can pump the Bayo next turn. They can attack us, I don't really care. I think every damage counts. So they can get me down to 3. Doesn't really matter to me. No block so far. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. Should be good enough. So I think... can tap 6, pump the Bayo, then go to town with everything. This should be good enough. If I draw a bounce spell from the top, I'm rather sad. They did draw a bounce spell, okay. We have 19 goblins, so the goblin tokens alone are lethal. Should be fine. Let's pray that it's good enough. I like me some big attacks. Cranko is so fun. I totally forgot that they still had another flyer. But it's still enough. Yes, victory. Awesome. So we are 3-3. That's rather nice. So let's see if we can get one extra win. Get the marbles home. So yeah, Kali. Azorius Auras is awesome, especially good budget deck in my opinion. Going white with the Gremlin Tamer is rather nice. Also has a little bit of an angle with the Aura enchantment removal spells. So that's good. The mere midrange a little bit tougher definitely because you want to bounce a lot of your stuff. Use all of the enter the battlefield triggers that you can. Otherwise, let's have a look at the goldfish. One of the sites that I love to use for some deck research is MTG Goldfish, as you can see. mtggoldfish.com, go to the deck sites, go to popular decks metagame. Then you can go to standard right away. As you can see, as long as I did not ban Vivi, Vivi had, I think, 36% of use case. Now Mono Red overtook them. And the mid-range deck is also rather popular. We've got the Cecil Dark Knight, which flips is nice. Spikeler Siren is awesome. Beastbinder is really, really good. Got the Drowner, got the Preacher. Shan's Waitbinder, Enduring Curiosity, especially in Broken card. Yeah, you don't want to play aggro red, I totally understand you. It's a little bit of a special case of a deck. So I think midrange is definitely not too well positioned right now, especially because of Vivi. But after the Vivi ban, it might get a little bit better. I personally don't like standard at all, because I think constructed formats with the 4-off are a little bit too streamlined. But the playstyle of the Demir midrange deck, for just for your understanding, is normally you want to drop your 1-drops, get the tempo in. If the opponent plays some big spells, you counter them or you just remove them. And if you play against control, you slow roll your spells normally. play on the opponent's turn as much as possible with the Enduring Curiosity and the Shana Tidebinder. Also got the Flatbane Rounder, which has flash. So the main goal, especially against control, is that you want to waste the opponent's mana. So if they control, they keep up their mana to counter your stuff. You just say, yeah, draw, go. I still have my flash creatures. I play them on your turn. And if you want them off the board, you have to counter them now. And then you have the next turn to replay your whole shenanigans that you can only play on sorcery speed and then just out-temp you, out-value them. Especially in sideboard, you can see the sideboard is tuned a little bit against control with the Spell Pierce here. Got also a strategic betrayal for some graveyard shenanigans. This deck is a little bit more all over the place. Also, Planeswalkers are kind of good against control. Like with Tishana's Tidebinder, especially against Planeswalkers, activating their ability. So this, although it can be removed, is also rather good in a constructed game 2 and 3 against the control decks. So I think packing, if you go best of 3, some counter spells, some combat tricks is definitely a good way to play the game. So let's go for a last game with Bayo, see if we can redeem ourselves some victories or if we have to send him off in the sunset with a losing record. Last game of the Bayo. Okay, another monocolored matchup, this time against Corner Rescue Beastie, so we need some removal. We got the Lightning Strike, are on the play too, so that's rather nice. So let's see if we can outrace the opponent there. I think we just start with the Bolt Wave here. Could slow roll it for the Bayo, but I don't think it's worth it. We want to cover as much as possible against Corner. Okay, no play so far, we pass. Could have also gone for the Alt Aqua here. But I think playing Bayo, using your mana might be good. Now we've got the choice between answering the corner when it comes down or playing against the opponent's saddle creatures. I think we slow roll the Lightning Strike for the corner. Then go for the Bayo, I would say. Ramp it up a little bit. Of course. Here's the link. Hey, Brownie Man, welcome back. Came at the perfect time to see me lose some games in Standard Brawl. Okay, what can we do? Can play the Tarnuk, cheat something to play, just go to town with some more creatures. So I think we hit in for 2. And I think we just either play the Tarnuk or double spell. Giving all of our creatures haste is kind of fun. But I'm stupid. They are already at 3 mana. And they... yeah, there's the corner and they will cheat something into play. Punt. Ay. Punt count up. Punt count to 1. You definitely have to slow roll the removal spell here. Just play the Gito Lava Runner and pass. What will they cheat into play? I am so scared right now. Okay, they hit us for 2. So what will it be? It's definitely a game-ending threat. The question is what it is. Okay, it's for the Young Puffs, so that's obnoxious. We definitely have to get rid of the corner here. Don't want to see that card anymore. That was an awesome, stupid misplay from me. Sheesh. That was as bad as it can be. Can haste something to play. We'll go for the Cinnamon here. Warping in it does not really do too much. So I think we'll just go to town. Don't think that we can outrace the opponent with the Fruitium Puffs on the field, but we'll try at least. Ay. giving them that one turn with the corner definitely got us. Getting a repeatable cheat every turn sucks. That sucks really bad. Big punt here. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, otherwise I think we would have definitely had a chance. Oh, after I cut red, more interesting. So the opponent seems to be playing also a little bit of a budget build. But rather good at that one. I like me all the saddle and the mount creatures. Also got the station lands. And the spacecrafts. So we might be still able to burn them out. If I'm lucky enough. We have 6 mana right now, so we can play Lava Runner, Sunspan Links, Lightning Burst. So I think we still got some time. Let's try it like this. Play the Sunspan Links. We could warp it in for free to gain some mana with the Bayo. Definitely play the Lava Runner here. I think we just Burst Lightning the Lagak. Make some mana. Give the Lava Runner a boost and attack with everything. And as long as they don't get any life, we should be fine. We've got still the Cindermore. Yeah! Did not even matter. Tarnok for the win! Tarnok for the win. You love to see it. You love to see it. Awesome. So we redeemed ourselves 4 and 3. The punt did not even matter. Nice. Ay, 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 ay. So everybody, welcome. Whoops. Nope. Where is it? Where is it? Main monitor. Welcome back to the deck review. As you can see, normally I try to play at least 7 games. Some of them were good, some of them were so la la. So what do we think about Bayo Irritable Instructor? I think playing Bayo in a mono-red aggressive deck, definitely the way to play it. You could play it a little bit more like Burn style, ramp it up as much as possible. I've played, especially in the standard queue, once against the Bayo deck, which ramped out really fast, so that's rather nice. It's definitely a possibility. I personally like me more the aggressive and hasty threat angle that you could play. Definitely play a lot of non-creature spells. He rewards you with some mana. And the more mana that you accrue, the more you can burn the opponent when Bayo leaves the field. Got also a free sacrifice outlet if in the section tools here. So you can sacrifice Bayo at your own discretion. So that's really, really nice. Otherwise, I think the deck got a little bit of payoffs for the non-creatures in the Green Brane. And the Fire Spit Whelp. We got a little bit of Go Wide theme with the Seer Slicer Goblin and the House Squad Heavy. Especially our haste enablers. Big shoutouts to those. House Squad Heavy with giving haste to the Goblinos was nice. Tarnok with giving haste to the Krenko was also really, really awesome. We had 2 awesome Krenko wins, so that was really good. Could also play a little bit of Burn sub-theme with the OJ Raxonil. And otherwise, just go to town with the Burn spells. Would definitely cut the Return the Favor here. Get another deal damage spell. Or another awesome red rare if you have some. So maybe play some more cards, like for example Devoted Duelist, which deal recursive damage, are also a hasty threat. Could otherwise also play some cards that ping, like the Sabotender. Could also go a little bit wider, play cards like the Shocking Sharpshooter, which I like, because we play a lot of creature spells. So that is our deck. Thank you very much for your service, Bayo. We'll brew around with you in the future, and until then, let's continue and go into some more games. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, if you watch the videos, thank you so much for watching. And consider commenting, liking, subscribing as always. We are on our way to 500 subscribers to get the YouTube channel finally monetized. So that's something that I'm definitely aspire at right now. Already got affiliate status on Twitch, so that's awesome. Thank you to all my Twitch followers, I love you so much. And if for nothing else, my alter ego on the YouTube video will show you the way out to our community. And I'll see you all in the next video. My Twitchers will stay because we've got some limited madness to play. And afterwards, an awesome game of Wizard Death Simulator. So see you there. We'll retire the Bayo deck for now. I think we'll play a little bit of Limited, and then we'll play some Noita afterwards. We've got a little bit of a handicap today, everybody. I'm not allowed to play black or green spells, so drafting on this account might be a little bit tough on my nerves. We could also do a little bit of Brawl and Chill. I'll show you a little bit of the other decks that I've acquired over the past time so far. Okay, Kadisata asks me some questions, and I gladly oblige and answer them for you. Cards like Seam Rip, if you go into what Seam Rip does, why do people like Seam Rip so much? Especially in Constructed, the cheaper your cards are and the more impact they have, the better they are for you. Extra best cards like the Seam Rip are really good against creatures that want to enable their death triggers. They're also quite good against cards that make tokens, where you can just yoink their tokens, exile it, and it does not come back. In my opinion, Seam Rip is one of the better cards, especially in the white and black bounce deck, because you can reset it and exile another threat from your opponent. That might be a little bit more of a problem for you. Otherwise, one of the best things about Seam Rip is, first things first, it's a one-man enchantment, so it does not cost too much. You can play it early, get rid of the opponent's early threats. And also, it targets non-land permanents, so you can get rid of creatures, you can get rid of enchantments, of artifacts, also of cheap planeswalkers, which is especially important in Brawl, for example, where you have cards like Red and 6, for example, which can be played for just 2 mana. So it's a really versatile spell, and the ability to reset it with cards like, for example, what is it? The Pixie, Nurturing Pixie, is one of the best ways to play this card. You could also play it in more of a value deck. For example, you have cards like, in my deck, for example, here we have, where is it? Got cards like the Cosmo Grand Zenith, which reward you for playing double spells. So you can play it, bounce it back with the Pixie, play it again, make some tokens, pump your team. Could also play it with cards like the Halia. Pardon me. You could also play it with cards like the Halia, for example. Playing a lot of cards, getting a lot of life back. So there's a lot of enter the battlefield shenanigans that you can play, especially with permanent cards. So I think Seam Rip, one of the most efficient white removal spells that we have so far in all of Constructed Magic. It's only sorcery speed, but being an enchantment, being able to be copied is something that's really, really nice. And yeah, cheap spells especially good also against control. So if the opponent has something on the board that you want to get rid of, maybe double spell to play around the expensive counter spells, cards like Seam Rip definitely a really good way to do it. Yeah, so I think Seam Rip, one of the better spells, especially in Eternal formats, because the Eternal formats normally play a really, really low curve. I think you have to play either some really, really good synergy pieces, like for example the Kappa Cannoneer, if you are looking at some artifact stacks. Where is it? Big shoutouts to Shefatok. He plays a lot of Affinity these days. Kappa Cannoneer, for example, is a big spell that rewards you for having artifacts in play. And in Vintage, Modern, and Legacy, also constructed formats, you play a lot of cheap artifacts and then just play it on turn 1 or turn 2. So the Cannoneer is kinda nuts. Plays around Seam Rip, for example. Otherwise, you just can exile a lot of the opponent's cards, and that's really, really good for you. So the versatility is definitely what sells Seam Rip to me. So I think we'll just revisit maybe another deck. We're not allowed to play green or black today. So I might also just show you a little bit of our budget builds. Arabella Abandoned Doll is some of my pet decks. Love to play that one. So let's go with it. Grind some wins out, maybe play some limited, and then go into Noita. Oh, I like Noita so much. This was so fun yesterday. One of my German followers, Fanny393, joined me and gave me a lot of insight into the game. So that was rather fun. Okay, playing against mono red cell dinched, so lands it is. Arabella burns for a lot of low powered creatures on the battlefield, so I think the air repellent shell one of the better decks that you can build around her. She's really awesome. Ooh, also got a little bit of ramp. Enough to see that. I think we'll start with the air repellents first. Could also just play the Arabella. I think playing Arabella first instead of the air repellents is normally the better way. But because we're playing against mono red, they might just have a burn spell to ruin my day. So maybe play a little bit around with the turn order. Can offer them the trade for the rebound. Think it's worth it. See what they do. They take the damage, that's good for us. If we draw a second white source, we could double spell air parent, which would be nice. Otherwise, still got the double spell in air parent and mountain into burst lightning. Okay, opponent with the wizard token from the Lin Bloom. Ooh. And there's the Cosmo Grand Zenith, rewards you for double spelling your cards. And we can double spell this time, so that will be awesome. So let's play the mountain first. Cosmo Grant, especially with the auto tapper ruining my day often these times. Like to tap like this, you can manually tap your lands. We'll definitely get rid of the Raban here. I think we have to pay 2 life for his power, but that's fine for me. Let's make some more humans, burn them even more with the Arabella. Now we drain them for 5, gain 5 life. Ah. Arabella is so fun. Such an awesome budget commander. Okay, there's a cell. One with the Lin Bloom. By the way, do I already have the YouTube command enabled? Let's have a look. Nope, it is not enabled. I have to do that too. Okay, we cannot double spell, but we can go in for a lot of damage. So we've got some options here. I could slow roll, could just go to town with our creatures. Is it good enough though? They are virtually a 10 because of the Arabella. Could just make more tokens though. Can pump the whole team. So 3 of our creatures will go through. I think the smallest ones will be at that. So I think 2, 4 go through, 6. We could go for game, so I think we'll try it. If they have a shock, I'm really sad, otherwise we'll just drain them out of the game. They can block our 2 biggest creatures, and we have exactly lethal with the orange inspiration. Okay, they're just dead. Nice. They got the Coral Sword, but it's not good enough. Ay ay ay. So maybe set up the Nightbot too. Whoops. Okay. Boink, 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 boink. Adios. 0 budget brawl already over. But brawl and chill goes rock. So let's have a little bit of fun. Grind some rewards out for today. And if you want to see me play some limited, definitely type so in chat. We'll gladly play some limited for you too, if you want to learn some pick decisions. Ooh, and we've got a mythic today. Nice, nice. Ooh, Ancient Cornucopia is awesome. Really good in multicolor decks. Gives you a lot of life back. So maybe go for another game with the Arabella. And enable some commands with the bots. Commando, commando. Discard it is. New commando. Hashtag YouTubes. Okay, we've got all of the lands we want. Playing against Ugin, so we have to be fast. Okay, we start with the Restless Beaver first. I think drawing our untapped lands is a little bit more important. Boink boink. Create the link. And I think the YouTube should be also good. Hey, Wings Flare, welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you have an awesome weekend. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. So I think we'll start with Arabella first. Drain as much as possible, as fast as possible. Boink, 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 boink. Nice, nice, nice. Sehr, sehr gut. I think we get the Taplants out of the way right now. Play the Heir Apparent first to drain a little bit more. And I guess we'll search for all of the white sources that we have. Escape Tunnel it is. Escape Tunnel, by the way, also really awesome with Arabella. Can sacrifices to make her unblockable, so that you get an attack in without the opponent eating her up. So that's rather nice. Play the command tower here. They've got the script, but could get rid of it. Like me also the option of animating the Restless Beaver here. So I think we'll get the block out of the way. Want to get as much damage in as possible. And then smack in for another solid 7. Okay, Stasis Snare is quite good. We've got the lands that we need. Could also play the Duskgrowth Reliquary though. But I think excelling the Domain Throne like this is good. Making a golem. That's nice. I love to see me that type thing. Don't want to see what golem they would play next turn. Maybe Meteor Golem, but yeah. That was nice. We know. So far we yoink our way through the daily rewards with Arabella. Love to see that one. So let's try again. Third time's the charm. If, by the way, during our grind I think one funny handicap would be if I lose a game I have to change the deck. We already have 100 decks, 100 budget Brawl decks, so this will be awesome. This will be really fun. Okay, got the Temple of Triumph into the Inspiring Vantage. Lot of early drops. Playing against controlled decks, so I think we might be definitely in the underdog role this time. Especially the Heir Apparent build is really susceptible to a lot of spot removal. Want to draw more lands, thank you. We got all the rabbits we could desire. Like with their Braid though for the Sephiroth on the first turn. So I think we have to slow roll the Arabella here. Maybe go white first. They definitely have a removal here. Yeah. Guess they just snipe all of our heirs. Wings Flare, how are you doing? How was your week? Let me know, let me know. Hope you're doing fine. Okay, Cosmogron Zenith is really big. So I think against the Sephiroth Drain deck I don't really want to take any damage here. They might sacrifice the Slasher next turn. Ooh, you found another streamer that also likes to Brawl, so more people playing it. Nice. Give Brawl all of the love that it deserves. Brawl is such an awesome format, I love it so much. I think we slow roll the Apparent one turn. See if they want to sacrifice the Slasher, maybe we can get rid of it for eternity. They might be inclined to sacrifice with the Sephiroth because it comes back. Ooh, you upgraded the Flage and Croxer deck. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. By the way, Wings Flare, I've been thinking a little bit about our possible Brawl tournament. think one of the handicaps we could do include for all of the streamers and so maybe do something like a zero budget brawl tournament where you have to play, or a budget brawl tournament where you have to play with only maximum 5 rares, 10 uncommons or something like that. I think this might be fun. Definitely get rid of the Sephiroth here. No extra land sucks. Would love to double spell. Yeah, not sure about this matchup. Sephiroth sucks to play against. With every deck. You don't know about budget. You want to see high power. Yeah. I'm just a small streamer, so I will go with the flow. Don't have too much time because as an entrepreneur there are a lot of other businesses that I have to take care of. 5 rares, 10 uncommons in 85 mythics, lol, Kappa. Kappa G. That's a good start. Love to see that. Okay. What will we do? Can double spell next turn, so I think we'll go with the Cosmoground Zenith here. Cry ourselves to sleep a little bit. Pass for now. Yeah, Sephiroth is a tough matchup, especially mono black discard, mono black destroy dot deck. Not so sure about my decisions right now. Okay. Momentum breaker it is. I think we'll definitely get rid of the air apparent here. Can smack us down to 6. Drain us even more with the Sephiroth, so that sucks. Might have to play Arabella into air apparent next turn. Ah, they've got the Beta Triumph too. Yeah, I think I will concede here. Don't want to waste my time. Mono black is a really bad matchup for Arabella. We'll take the L here, change the deck. I think that's kind of fair. So let's go with another pack tick of mine. There's cannot be black, cannot be green. So I think we'll go with Serena. Serena is also fine. Jeskai day it is today. Okay. Playing against Wandering Minstrel. Got some removal for the Minstrel, so that's fine. Otherwise, I think we might be a little bit too slow with this hand, so I think I'll go for the mulligan. This hand is a lot better. Got the sweeper also for the tokens, so that's good. Can ramp it up for the Twinblade Paladin. Kinda like me that play, so I think we'll go with the Signet here. Signet into Twinblade, next turn Serema, then Warp in Halia might be kinda nice. Let's go fast. Twinblade Paladin also kind of fun for Brawl because it comes into play with the double strike already because of the 25 starting life in Standardo and Historico Brawl. So that's good. It's really nice. So... yeah, let's go with our original plan. Play the Serema here. Then play... yes, the Halia. Could also just go for the Giada. Like me the life gain of the Halia though. I think I'll go with the Halia first. Next time we can go Halia into Clayfire bricks and still draw another card, so that's good. Can also crew the Serema already for full price. Which might be good. No big attack with the Twin Blade, but still I think we're rather well set. Also, there's action tools with double strike and death touch is rather awesome. So that's really nice. I love Serema so much. This deck is so much fun. Legendary tutor deck. It's so good. It's really fair, but it's so good. I love the value. And the versatility of the deck. And with every new legend coming out, it gets even better. Okay, they've gotten the 5th land. Interesting, no town. Why did not... oh, they can only search for basics. Yeah. 5th town would be awesome for the Minstrel. I think the deck can play 10 towns. With some colorless towns too. So a solid amount. Looks kinda nice. By the way, Wings Flare, what additions did you add to your Flage and your Croxer deck? Let me know, let me know. Want to know it all. We can go Halia here. Pump it up. Play the Clayfight bricks, go for another land. Kinda like that. Drawing cards is good. Could also just go for the section tools, go to town with a big life linking this or that, sure. So I think we'll play the Clayfight bricks here. Gain more life. Grow the Balladino. Then go to town. Okay, the jump block. We'd love to see that. Okay, Solitude and Ephemerate. Nice additions. Some changes, nothing too big. Ah, change is good. Let's give Indestructible to the Halia. See if that is good for us. And some alchemy cards too for the Croxer deck. That's good to hear. 23 total towns in the format. Yikes, they can't play town tribal if they want to in standard brawl. That's nice. Did not know about that. It's also new to me. Did not knew that there were so many towns. This is awesome. Ah, they've got the Expel, but the Halia is indestructible. Thank you for the Serema. I love Serema so much. This card is awesome. Serema is so good. Okay, we've got the planes. Got 7 mana right now. Can play Serema again. Halia can attack because tapped creatures get the boost, but only when the Serema is a creature, so keep that in mind. We've got some options here. How big is the chance that they still got another sweet part? We'll go for the Giada now, I would say. Give our angels a little bit. Their deserved time to shine. We could tap again. Pass for now. You're thinking about the Terror deck? Fuse Croxer and Flage. Ooh, yeah, 5 color. Oh, 5 color Terror is awesome. The self-mill is really good. You can get some enchantments in. You can splurge out a lot with your mythics, so that's something. So there is a lot of opportunity to use. Okay, we could go wide with the Clayfight bricks. Guess I'll slow roll it though. We have 7 mana, so we can go Youthful Valkyrie into Lyra, which is rather nice. So I think we'll do it just like this. Gain more Laifu. Make big waifu. Boink, boink, boink. Grow the team. I think we'll tap down the Lyra. Make her indestructible, which is important there. Go to town with our flyers. Boink boink. Gain more life. Tap down the Gyara too. And maybe tap down the Halia too. I like me some indestructible legends. I hope you too. So now they need an exile-based sweeper. Don't think they have any. It might be good. Oh, they play really town dog deck. You love to see it. They can pump the creatures too. But we got some life gain online, so it should be fine. So that's rather nice. Okay, Wingsflash says 3 color, Madu 1, Reanimator. Ooh. Ah, the Reanimator Terra. The Reanimator Terra is also nice. Yeah. Brownie Man, you're totally right. Skiado can also tap herself. That is totally correct. Can tap her for some mana too. That's also a little bit of a combo with the Seriyama. Okay, indestructible it is. But we've got the dissection tools, so we should have enough damage. The capital town only gives them colorless, so it's not good enough. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature against flying, but not anymore. So let's play the detection tools and close this game out. Yeah. Nice! Oh, Seriyama going strong. You'd love to see it. That was awesome. What's the difference between Standard and Brawl? We've got still 2 minutes before the next egg break, so I will answer it rather quick. Ooh, also Sweated Glyph. Awesome for auras and enchantments. It's especially good with the Spyglass Siren to make your map token a 5/4. That was one of the budget builds also in the earlier days with Ixalan. So we still have 2 minutes left, so I'll give you a short little introduction into Standard Brawl and the difference to the Historic Brawl. As you can see, if you have a look at our Bayo deck, the card count in our Standard Brawl deck is 60 cards. With, what do we have? 35 non-lands and 24 land decks. So that's the first thing. Standard Brawl also only uses cards from Standard. So that's set. And if you go back to the decks and have a look, for example, at our Brawl lists, big difference to Standard Brawl is a wider card pool. You can also play Alchemy cards. So Brawl is the Wild West in the card pool. Was before they renamed it to Brawl as the whole format, Historic Brawl. So you could play all the cards from Standard, Alchemy, Pioneer, Historic. But then they added Timeless. So some of the Timeless cards are also available in the Brawl format. Besides that, you also have a 100 card format instead of a 60 card format. So it's a rather awesome way to also brew around with the cards in Arena for your Commander decks. Because Commander in paper is the 4v4 format and a 4-player format. And that format demands a 100 card deck. Which blows your mind if you hear it the first time. But because of Arena, you've got the awesomeness of trying it out and just clicking through all the cards and getting them into your deck. So that's really, really awesome. Otherwise, there are a lot of broken combos, especially with all the cards of Magic's history. So if you want to stay clear in mind, play Standard Brawl. It's way easier and a little bit fairer. So we've got the last 23 seconds of our ads before the next ad break. So we will pause for now and then we return to play a little bit more Zero Budget Brawl. Until then, you can get yourself something to drink, have a little bit of fun, maybe get some snacks. And I will see you all in 3 minutes. So, last 20 seconds of ad break. You love to see it. Hope you got yourself something good to drink, something good to eat. You enjoy the show. We will resume rather soon. So welcome back everybody. Thank you for enduring the ads. As you all know, this channel is monetized finally. So if you want to support the channel, if you're on the Twitch side, you can disable your ad blocker whenever you watch the stream. I will pause for every ad that we have to run. Every 60 minutes of stream demands 3 minutes of ad break. A rather solid deal. Otherwise, you can always subscribe. Maybe throw a little money at me. You don't really have to though, because as you all know, I'm an entrepreneur with 3 different businesses, so I'm rather well set up. But I definitely want to get the stream a little bit bigger and also hire some artists. There have been a lot of questions for some art commissions. So if you want to get some awesome emotes, I think there might come some in the near future. And yeah, if you want to support the stream, following on Twitch, following on YouTube's definitely very appreciated. I love you all. I have a lot of fun with you, so that's rather fun. And if for nothing else, just enjoy the stream, have a lot of fun with me. Ask me all of the questions in the world. I love to answer them because I'm a teacher in mind. So learning and teaching is in my essence. And otherwise, let's just continue. Kalisata says, why I always missing rares when it comes to craft cards? Because that's the game. As you can see, my vault is closed, treasury is well sealed. Only your channel points can give me sweet, sweet satisfaction. By the way, for those of you who don't know, we've got the channel rewards downstairs. You can highlight your messages, unlock some random subs. So if we get some awesome emotes, you can also unlock them with the channel points. You don't even have to subscribe. You could also make me change my hero or my Planeswalker avatar. And you can make me burn some wildcards. So if you want to see some wildcards burned and get this itch away of crafting cards, you can say, Peter, I want this commander crafted. Craft me this deck. Make me this commander. Or if you say, Peter, you play way too little cards, say, yeah, I throw 3,000 channel points at you. Just craft me this common and play it finally. Please, 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 please. Otherwise, we've got also for our loyal companions and viewers, the Deck Doctor and the Build My Commander. So that's rather nice. So if you have some questions, you can always ask them. If I shall work a little bit for you, you can always burn some channel points too. And if you want me to shut up, you can also change that with the in real life voice ban for some minutes. So that's something fun. But otherwise, I think we will continue. Yeah, Kalisata, don't fret it too much. It's not too bad. There are a lot of budget options, so if you don't have the rares or the mythics, just go into the commons, uncommons. There are a lot of mythic uncommons in my opinion. Can play a lot of power, especially in the historic brawl queue. So that's something. But we will continue our budget, the brawl. Our brawl and chill. And grind a little bit more. 2 hours in the stream and I still want to brawl it up a little bit. Rares are always missing. Yeah, I think personally the easiest way to get you a lot of rare wildcards, draft a lot, slow roll your packs, craft all of your commons and uncommons before you do drafts, and then just go to town with the vault progress. I think Wizards in introducing the vault was really good for us. Makes free to play even easier. Okay, now we've got Surgofanda's Decree. By the way. I always forget to give you the ads are over message, so that's something. But yeah, okay, they've got the Shock Brigades. They are also on the play, so that sucks. We got some removal to play, so I think we slow roll. We are definitely controlling this battlefield as much as possible. Set the start to the beginning of battle phase, because if the opponent gets to declare their attackers, I'm rather sad. And now they've got the Pack Beasts too. So I think we got some options. We'll start like this. Play the Get Lost on the Shock Brigade. Play the Banishing Light on the Pack Beasts next turn. Yeah, we have to play a little bit of control-y. Holy moly, control-y roll here. No mobilized tokens for you, opponente. They can still play the Zergo, but we still got the emergency check too. But yeah, they got a lot of possible lands. Ooh-ha. Okay, narrative is quite bad. So what now? Can play the emergency check, can play the Dacha. Lose all of our removals. I don't play any commanders that remove the opponent's board, so that's something. Oh, Kalisato says they wish they could replace cards they don't use with one. Yeah, you use. Definitely. Burning for some dust, like in Masadul, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Masadul would be awesome. But I think that would burn Arena to the ground, so I think Wizards will never do that, unfortunately. So I think I'll have to get rid of the Nerf. This card is way too strong. Next time we can still play Starfield Shepherd for 2 and Serema, so I think that's good. Still, we need some removal. They had a really awesome turn. A really awesome curve with that. But yeah, we play some sweepers in the deck, so I think we should be fine. Don't play too many though. Okay, there's our planes. Nice, nice. So what now? Could also just play the Lyra here. Could also play Serema into maybe Giada. Get a little mana creature for our Lyra. Pump her up even more. Station up with the Giada. Take some little damage from the Zergo. And then go Starfield Shepherd into Lyra next turn. Ooh-ha! Delny is really bad for us. Aye. The opponent smacks us with a lot of damage. Zergo keeps the cards around. So what now? We can play Starfield. Play it like this. Play the Starfield Shepherd first. So the Lyra gets even more of a boost. Can also get the Lightstall Inquisitor. Kinda like my life gain though. We might need it. Also really good with the Challenge Bradmate. So let's play the Lyra. And then crew the Serema. I think we have to stay on defense right now. So pass for now. Could also station up a Dacha to get the Banishing Light online. Might have to do that. Don't really want to die to damage though. So this is rather greedy, so I think we'll have to stay back. Not attack, pass for another turn. Oh, yeah. For the Lyra on battlefield we got some life gain, so as long as they don't touch her we should be fine. Otherwise we'll just dodge. Okay, another mobilize. Ah, Victor is so good with Zergo. We'll definitely block here. Cannot block the other creatures because of Delny. But I think gaining the life is more important and staying alive than doubling the Banishing Light here. Now the dissection tool is also good. So I think we play the Sanctifier first. Play the Pridemate next. Cannot do anything else but get a big Pridemate. Could also just play the Starfield Shepherd. Get another angel from the deck. Maybe just go to town with our angels. Play the Lightstall Inquisitor. Go to attacks first. I think we have to raise them. Also, every attack with Lyra is awesome. And that Serema gives her indestructible, so that's good. Tap down here, get an awesome 6/5. Exile one card from the opponent's hand, so that's nice. Life gain against tokens. The Eternal Battle. We are at 36, so I think we can crew now. Tap down for 6, take down for another 6. Next turn can double up the Banishing Light if we want to. Still got the Sanctifier for some jump block if we need it. So that's good. So that is really, really nice. Haha, enduring tenacity. At least they don't have anything that gives them life so far. Yeesh. Okay, they mobilize again. Yeah, but they're just dead on board, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go play the Bridemaids. See what's on top. Gain some life. Play the dissection tools too. Show them all of our glory. Ooh, Cosmo runs in with 2, nice. And just go to town. Could have just attacked with the flyer, they still got the blocks here. Doesn't really matter too much. Awesome! Nice, nice, nice. And another win! 4-1 so far. You'll love to see it. Zero budget brawl going strong. All of our oldies. Old but gold. Would you believe me if I said that this Seriema list is, I think, only 20 to 30 days old? I think this was in the middle of our standard brawl, budget brawl series. Yeah, played a lot of decks so far. You'll love to see it. Yeah, smack in the middle. Totally fine. You'll love to see it. So let's continue. Get some more awesome mono white wins in. Okay, Leon in Vanguard, Life Crate Duo is awesome, into Cat Collector Overseer. So we've got an awesome life gain start on the play nonetheless against Giza, so we'll have to raise a little bit. Should be still fine. Pass for now. Oh. Watch out persistence, okay. It's on a non-budget build, finally. Could drop the Cat Collector, does not do anything so far. Still is rather good if we drop the Overseer next turn. So I think we start with the Cat Collector here. Make some food and pass for now. Next time we can also go Seriema into the Halia, so that's nice. Go a little bit wider. Drew up our Seriema. No value for us. Pure Sadness. Pure Sadness. So let's play Seriema first. Let's get the Halia, I would say. Then warp in the Halia with crew for 4. Next turn camp we play here. Get Seriema online. Oh, they've got the nowhere to run to. Removal.zec sucks so much. Ah, my juicy value. Where have you gone? Okay, planes is nice. So let's go Arcane Signal first, ramp it up a little bit. Then the Overseer. See what we draw. 1 drop would be nice. Does not have to though. Does not have to be 1 drop. Anti-causal vestige I like to see too. What's the best way to deal with an opponent who has too many removals? Say GG and go next. Yeah, depends. If the opponent specializes on removing your creatures, okay, they did not draw the lands, so they concede. That's a rage concede if I've ever seen one. If you want to play against decks, let's play a lot of removal. What I would recommend you, play either the control game yourself, or play a little bit of how many answers do you have type of games. You can go white with tokens. You can play some cards that cannot be targeted. And you can play a lot of counter spells. And otherwise you could also play control yourself, so blank the opponent's whole deck. Say, you target all of my creatures, I don't care, I don't play any creatures. This is normally the angle that the control players play in best of 3 at the start. And if the opponent sees, they don't play any creatures, I just play a lot of planeswalkers and stuff, then the control players switch into a creature deck and smack the opponent in game 2 or 3. So there's a little bit of mind gaming here. Especially in best of 1, I would say play a lot of cards that cannot be targeted or rewarded you for getting targeted. For example, in green. In green you have some awesome answers. When you look at my deck here, I don't know if I'm playing it, could play cards like Frenzied Bayo, which prohibit the opponent from countering your stuff, Kalisata. Kali. You could play the Frenzied Bayo, for example, to play around counter spells. Could play some value cards like Traveling Chocobo, for example, to get you lands and creatures off the deck. Could also play some cards like Ice Steel Explorer, which give you more value. Could also play the cards that I've played in Mono Red before. For example, which go white. Say, this is 1 card, but it gives me 3 permanents. So, opponent, you need 3 different answers or a sweeper. Otherwise, I just blow you away. These are normally the 3 different types of angles that you can take to go around heavy removal decks. Otherwise, if you're playing control, you could also play a lot of discard spells. If you want to get rid of the opponent's permanents, that is something that you can do too. So depending on the angle that you want to play, you can play even more the aggressive active game, or you can also play the control mirror match where where you can decide when to counter which stuff of the opponent. So that is also an option. So we're going quite strong in our budget to Brawl and Brawl and Chill. I love to see that. 5 and 1, 4 and 3 should be fine. Serema is still going strong, so I think I'll have to play another game with Serema. Or just burn their face. Totally right, Wings Flare. Could also just go really aggressive, really hasty threats, and just force the opponent with a lot of small creatures to use all of their mana. If they don't have a sweeper, they're dead. If they have a sweeper, you just lose. But this is the angle of Mono Red. Kali, I think, said that they don't want to play too much aggressive decks. So I think the value angle might be the best for Kali. Play a lot of card draw, a lot of token making. Go white. Force the opponent to use all of their removal. And still feel bad because you have way too many questions that they cannot answer. So we're playing against Sephiroth again. This is my deck slayer. So I don't know. So I want to keep this hand, especially on the draw. But still rather solid, especially with the aura side, so I think I'll keep. This is a perfect, what's it called? Beispiel, example. This is a perfect example for a removal heavy deck, which struggles a lot against value. It's also a value engine because Sephiroth is just broken. But otherwise, especially Mono Black struggles a lot with, I make 2 tokens, I make 2 creatures, I haste you with 4 different creatures. What do you want to play? Yeah. Wingsflare also says they prefer mid-range decks. Yeah, I think mid-range is the most fun way to play Magic. Aggro is a little bit too fast, control is a little bit too slow, mid-range is perfectly fine. I like my mid-range decks too. Sometimes it's a little bit of a slopfest, but depending on your preference, it's definitely a good way to play Magic. So, we've got some options here. Could play either the Halia or the Gyada. We've got some Angels to ramp out, but I think we will not get the chance to do so. Could go also wide with the Rabo, which is solid against Sephiroth. But especially with the Paladin in hand, I think we'll go for the Halia here. Combo is the worst. Yeah, combo is pretty obnoxious too. Totally right wings flare. Think so too. Combo can be fun from time to time, but playing only against combo sucks. See, example 1 Vivi. Vivi is a prime example for a really obnoxious combo deck. Okay, they can search the deck for stuff with the CTC. CTC is a little bit of a problem. It can play it maybe like this. Play the other side, get rid of the CTC. Play the Halia and go to town with the Serema. Don't draw any cards so far, but it's still fine. Boink. Because Sephiroth is a control deck, we definitely want to raise them pretty hard. So that is something. Okay, 9 Lives Familiar gives him a lot of advantage. We have 6 mana right now. So can play the Halia. Can play the Gyada. Could also play the Gyada and the Twin Blade Paladin. Kind of want the life though with the Halia, so I think we'll do it like this. Gain 1 life, gain 2 life. Go and smack in with the Serema. And then we'll give our creatures indestructible. Ah, Serema is so good. Take a little bit of damage from the Sephiroth and the Familiar next turn, but it should be still fine. Okay, guys from Belza. Sacrifice a non-creature, I guess. That was a big oopsie. This is an artifact. Oi, opponent. Punt initiated. And there's a shame concede. Shame scoop it is. Oi. Yeah, Aura Sight looks like an enchantment, but it's an artifact. Oof. That's sadness. Totally right. Okay. For all of the free-to-play players, when you hit your 10th reward, normally you're well set to quit for the day. You only get, I think, up to 100 gold after the first 10 wins. And some wildcards, so it doesn't matter too much. I normally, because I'm playing Magic from scratch and we have a zero budget policy, grind the wins out to the total. But I don't grind them out on stream because that's normally a little bit unfun. And I still want to get a little bit of limited in for our limited viewers. So I think I'll switch up the account for today. Salute my Serema. Serema was awesome. Got so many wins with the deck. I love it so much. And I think if you want to see me play a little bit limited, learn a little bit of limited decision making, we can play some Duskmourn or some Omen Puffs. So if you're into that, we'll switch up to the limited section now. I think we go into Duskmourn. Duskmourn and Omen Puffs. And after that, we'll play a little bit of Noita. So if you want to play Wizard Death Simulator with a little bit of chat interaction with me, stay until 4. We'll have a little bit of Noita action at the end of stream, definitely. Yesterday was awesome, was really fun. So I want to continue with that. Still a lot of game to play. So let's return. Beep beep. Requesting data. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, still at 3. So far, so good. So I think we should be fine. YouTube streams still scuffed as fudge. So that's something. So, as you can see, my humble viewers, we've got some 750 rewards. Can respin for another 750. Ooh, still at 500. It is time for another edition of Limited Madness. Through the Open Puffs Limited, still going strong, as you can see, my lovely viewers. But we also got a little bit of flashback draft Duskborn House of Horror. So I think we do one Duskborn draft, and if we don't like it, we go back to Open Puffs. But let's see how we will do, if we can finally succeed. Yesterday we've got 3 and 3, so that was rather okay. But how will we fare today? Let's get some spooky drafts in. Record should be fine, so that's here. If you got some answers, some questions, definitely let me know too. So far it seems draftable at least. Got already 7 seats. If you want to play some Duskborn draft with me, can definitely join too. Okay. So let's see if the draft will even fire. By the way, if you paid for the draft, but did not get the opportunity to play because you could not find the draft port, don't fret, because Wizards got you covered. If you did not start the draft, you get all of your investment back at the end of the draft season. So that's rather nice. So don't feel too sad if you don't get a full draft table. You get rewarded nonetheless. Or at least recompensated, I would say. Will it be enough? Okay, okay. Let's try again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice. So, what do we have here? Pack 1, Pick 1, Duskborn Edition. We are in the Premier Draft. One of the best decks in the format are, so far, Delirium. Also, Stick Twister, that a really good card. Enchantments, which I don't see any payoff so far right now. And otherwise, I think exile-based effects are the way to go. Also a lot of 2-for-1s with the entry effects. Delirium red-green is really strong. But you can draft nearly every color combination. So that is something. Oh, my lights came, so that's nice. So the green screen will be online tomorrow, I guess. So what do we pick? We could take the Comeback Wrong, which is rather okay-ish for sacrifice. Stick Twister is rather good to burn out the opponent. Got the Dragonfire, got the Burning Alive. I think I'll go with the rare this time, see how it goes. Wings Flare is not too happy with this pack, so that's something. I like me also a lot of evasive creatures. So I think we go with the Ghostly Keybearer here. Blue-white a little bit better than blue-black. Got also the Violent Urge for the Delirium deck. Otherwise this pack does not offer too much. Could take the Withering Torment, just go with the removers, but I like the evasive threats a little bit more. Also, Keybearer really good to enable all of your rooms, so that's nice. Withering Torment still pretty strong because you can also destroy rooms, so keep that in mind. You might want a little bit of enchantment removal too in your main deck. Ooh, we've got this Scrabbling Skullcrab. Melee is a little bit of a meme, but still rather nice. Okay. So now what pick do we pick up? We can pick the Creeping Peeper, can pick the Meat Locker. Go for value with the Painter Studio. So the bird is our oyster. Self-Medding in Delirium is okay-ish. Cathartic Putting is rather solid to get rid of enchantments. So really good against rooms. Creeping Peeper is rather solid as a ramp creature in the Rooms deck. I think I'd go with the Meat Locker here with the Ghost Bearer, see where it leads us. Okay, we've got the Wither. 2 Land Splash. Without Delirium, it's not too good. With Delirium, it's rather solid. Got the Peculiar Lighthouse to splash some good stuff. Got the Disturbing Mirth for some sacrifice shenaniganry. So a little bit of payoff for the sacrifice here. The Delirium also good with the Patchwork Beastie. Could pick a little bit of power, see where it leads us. So, what will we take? Could take the Vengeance here, can also sacrifice an enchantment, so that's good. Like me also the Exile of the Final Vengeance. I think we'll go for the fixing. Getting some good 3-color deck in this format is possible. Could definitely also see the enchantment based removal. And I've got the Infernal Phantom, which rewards you for Rooms, which is normally blue, black, and red. Could also be white and a little bit of green. The green Rooms are the worst. Glassworks, for example, really good for the blue-red deck. Infernal Phantom, really solid in the sacrifice deck. Got also the baseball bat or the Thornspire Verge, if you want to go a little bit into green. Kinda like me the Glassworks though, with the endgame potential, so I think I'll go for the Glassworks here. Now the Valgavos Lair to fix our mana even more. Got the Monstrous Emergence for green. So the signs are a little bit into green, not too much though. Like me the Will's Intervention is an early removal spell, also getting you some life. But I think I'll go with the Lair here. Also an enchantment to trigger your enchantment synergies. Then I think we'll take the Piranha Fly over the Winter's Intervention. Like me some early flying threats, so that's good. Blue can always pivot into white. If we get some white-blue payoffs, we might be rather well set. Otherwise, we also have a rather solid start for maybe a little bit of Rooms shenanigans. Tunnel Surveyor is good in the enchantments deck. Sawblade Skin Ripper is really good in the sacrifice deck. Could also pick the Terramorphic Expanse. I will pick, I guess, the Ripper over the Surveyor. Although Surveyor is quite solid, I like me the growing of the Ripper a little bit more. Also the ability to burn the opponent out of the game. Leyline of the Void. Passable sideboard card, but nothing else. Got the Vicious Clown for red. Got the Hardness card for white. Give into Violence might be necessary. Yeah, but it's just a pump spell. So I think we don't miss too much if we just rare pick here a little bit. I think none of those cards mattered. Now I've got the Razor Trap Gorge to fix our mana. I like me picking the Lens High. Got the Patchwork, the Badhead Beastie, which is solid. Generally is a good flyer. But a 6 mana 4 rather expensive. I think I'll go with the Beastie here. Might also enable a Red Splash if you really wanted to. Okay, the Wither came back. So I guess I take the Wither over the Vanish from Sight. Not sure about the green though. Could still go red, green and black. Did not see too much black though. Maybe did not pick any of the good black cards because I might be a little bit tunnel visioned. Okay, there's a Balustrade Realm. This card is nuts. So now we can really hard pivot into green if we really want to. Also got the Beastie Beatdown, Wither really good in Delirium. Got the Monstrous Emergence, got the Innocuous Reds. So I think we'll go into the Balustrade Realm. Maybe drop the blue. Go into green, red, and black. Delirium is really good and Balustrade Realm is awesome. This card is so good. Being a 5/5 for 5 is awesome with Trample and Haste, uncounterable, and can come back for the Delirium, so that's really good. So strong. So this is a hard pivot. Don't marry your first picks, don't marry your rares. But maybe we get a really good green deck. Especially to the left, green was rather open. If it stays this way in pack 3, we might be good. Ooh, and also the opponent Oculus. So we can play a lot of awesome rares if we really want to. I love me the Oculus too. It's more for the Dread Manifest deck, but still good. Otherwise, I would say we've got the Infernal Phantom if we want to play Delirium Sacrifice. Got also the Altonac, which is really awesome. If we have free say its name, it's even better. Otherwise, as a 7-mana 9/9 is still rather okay. So we can decide, pick either the Oculus or the Altonac. We'll take the fringe pick with the Oculus. We're still not sure if we can go into Redback Clean. Might have to drop the Balustrade Worm, but I definitely will try to play it. Like me the Murder a lot, like me also the Insidious Fungus. Fear of Isolation, also resetting our rooms is quite nice. So that's something. Question is, Fear better than Murder? I think Fear is really good. Also the Trial of Agony in red, so every color is really open. Just a little bit tough to draft around with. So we've got some good options here. I will take the Fear here. We've seen a little bit more blue than anything else. Now we've got the Unnerving Grasp. Manifesting red is awesome, also bouncing, so really good tempo play. And the third Infernal Phantom, so red seems also kind of open. Kind of like me, the Unnerving Grasp here. Now we've got the Drag to the Roots, so I think the Black Splash definitely worth it. Unable to Scream is good. Soul Reacher is good if you play rooms. We'll definitely take the Drag to the Roots here. Could still drop the red splash. Just play a green splash. Stay hidden, stay silent is good. Monster's Emergence is also quite nice if you have some big top band. So I think blue flows a lot. In a multicolor deck I would love to play base green. But we don't really have to. Don't think we have too many enchantment synergies, so I think the Watchdog a little bit better than the Surveyor here. Still we are more blue than green. Might change that though. If you want to take the safe pick, take the Surveyor, I would say. But I like me the Surveyor with the Watchdog a lot. And I'm still not sure if we manifest Red or Delirium. So now we've got the Murky Sewer, which is nice. Maybe drop the red. Could also go red-green Delirium. Or blue-green-red Delirium. With the Beastie Beatdown. Put some counters, deal some damage. Maybe go with the Beatdown here. Could also take the fixing, but as you can see the red-green is also flowing. So the splash will be very interesting. We've got a lot of options here to play around with. A lot of solid red splash cards, but I think a rather solid blue base. Yeah. Let's auto pick the bottomless pool. See how bad it will be. Got some nice rooms. Got also the Ghostly Keybearer, so the blue looks really, really solid in its power slot. Got the Glimmer Burst too, to draw some more cards. Grasping Longnet is also a really good defensive card. We'll take the Glimmer Burst here. Red Splash still on the table with the Battered Beastie. Like me recycling in the Delirium. So that's good. But this deck looks very wonky so far. Got a lot of angles to play around with. Trial of Agony, also really a solid removal spell. More for the aggressive decks. Not sure how aggressive you will be. Stay hidden, stay silent. Impossible Inferno. So as you can see, our removal mainly in blue and in red. So we can still decide if we want to go blue, green, black, maybe 3 color. Not too sure about it though. The Valkyrie. Valkyrie is awesome for Reanimator, but otherwise is uncastable. 40 cards deck. It's a 40 card format, yeah. Draft is 40 cards. So we've got some options. Can pick the Lakeside Shack here to fix us into green. Don't really think though that we need it. Could take the Curse Windbreaker for some flyer. Like me, the Manifest Red and the flying. So we'll definitely play a little bit of Self-Mill. We'll definitely play a little bit of Delirium. So I think the Windbreaker is better than the Valgavoth. Could also take the Lakeside Shack to fix our mana a little bit more into our 3 colors. Kinda like the Windbreaker though. Also, Coordinated Clobbering. Really good removal spell in green. But I'm not sure if we will play green, so that's that. So let's go with the Windbreaker over the Valgavoth. And we have another Ghostly Keybearer, Nowhere to Run, Ghost Cathartic Putting, Growing Red. So a lot of good cards here. So now we have to make a decision. I think the red is not worth it, so I think I will cut the red. Still have the cards to play the red. Could also just play the red without the green. A little bit tough on my nerves right now. Can play the Fonts by a Verge, go 3 color. Blue seems really open so far. Would love me a little bit of Dread. So it's either the Keybearer or the Manif Growing Dread. I think we'll go with the Growing Dread here. Might be a big misplay. Okay, there's Maria Vendrell. Don't play any white so far. Could just go 5 color shenanigans. Otherwise, if we are a little bit more disciplined. Bleeding Woods is good, Moldering Gym is nice. That's one of the reasons why I would love me some green based decks with some splash. Don't have any might fixing so far though. So it's either the Bleeding Woods or the Moldering Gym. Kinda like playing the Balustrade Worm, and the Jack to the Roots is good. Growing Dread is also rather nice. I think we could get away with the Moldering Gym here. Maybe try it like this. Got the Revenant Gremlin, which is more for the aggressive decks. Got the Terramorphic Expanse. Expanse the Flesh Borer, most valuable Slayer. Like me Expanse here to fix us. Maybe the Marina will come back and we can go 5 color. Doomsday Excruciator is unplayable. The Version Specialist is okay. Scorching Dragonfire is nice in red. Like me the Survivor though with the life gain. Twist Reality also kinda good with the counter and the Manifest Red, so maybe take the Twist Reality. Ooh. Campground here. Could also pick the Surveyor. If you speculate on Marina coming back, could go for the Abandoned Campground. Otherwise I would take the Cryptid Inspector or the Tunnel Surveyor. Don't play too much enchantment or deck. Otherwise, what would I do? Black is kind of non-existent in our deck, so that's also something. Okay. I'm a little bit too slow today. Let's take the Dual Lens, see where it leads us. Maybe the Marina will come back. Yeah, Tale of Tamio is not so good. Stay hidden, stay silent is awesome. Creeping Peeper is nice. With some enchantments. I think we'll go with the Peeper here. Ticket Booth is also lala. Guess we'll take the Beastie. Maybe we splash, maybe not. A lot of good red coming by, not too much green. So the angle with the Balustrade Worm might have been a lot too greedy. Still, I think we'll have at least a playable deck. Got a lot of good fixing. Base blue again, for whatever reason. Don't like me the removal in blue too much. But yeah. Okay, got another Intruding Soul Rager. Take the Soul Rager here. Not too sure what we will play. Got some options. None of them are really good though. I think the black a little bit of a trap. The red might be okay. Maybe cut the black here. Could also cut the green. Okay, the Marina came not back, okay. So, this will be rather interesting. Did not see too much synergy, unfortunately. So that's a little bit strange. Could still splash for a removal though. Let's see how we will play this. Sort by creature. As always, task 1 is not my format. Don't know why. Rather strange. Sort by removals and by creatures. Green was a little bit of a trap, I think. Green splash a little bit strange. So I think we might just have to go blue and red, go to town. Could cut the green here. Got the red and the blue. Could splash a little bit of black if you really want to. Don't really have to though. I think we still have to play some of the other cards. Soul Rager, how many rooms do we have? Only 3. So I think the Soul Rager is okay. But we might need more rooms. Growing Dread, Enabling Delirium, a little bit tough. Green was unfortunately not open, otherwise I would have loved to go into the Delirium. Otherwise we could just play our power cards. We have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green cards. Could maybe go green, red. Green, blue and splash the red. This might be an opportunity for some good stuff. Got a free splash into the Drag to the Roots with all of our lands, so that's rather nice. Can play the green, blue. Splash the red with the Glasswork, splash the red with the Trial of Agony and with the Inferno if you really want to. Get some removal in the deck. Could also play the Beastie. We play a lot of non-creature spells, so I think the late game is the biggest problem here, I would say. Got some Manifest Dreads. Wither would be on a double splash, so I think Wither is not in the cards. What else could we do? We could play the Badhead Beastie to get us more fixing in some creatures, so I think the Beastie should be included too. Maybe cut some of the non-impactful cards. Beastie being double red is a little bit strange. Still okay-ish. Yeah, we're playing mono blue with a little bit of splash in every direction. This deck looks so strange. We have so many removal spells. It might be still not enough. How much dread do we have? Got the Growing Dread, got the Oculus, so self might be necessary. Got the Windbreaker, got the Grasp, got the Reality, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, with 5 Dread spells. So that's good. Trial of Agony is hop or drop. Impossible Inferno might also be not necessary. Beastie Beatdown gets a lot worse if you don't have enough creatures, and we are lacking in creature slot a little bit. We got all of the possible card types, so that's rather good. We'll definitely play the 2 Badhead Beasties. I think we need a fixing. Could still cut the Drag to the Roots. Might not need it. Get just down to red, blue and green. How much good removal do we have? We have the Beastie Beatdown. Got the 2 Stay hidden, stay silent. Got the Impossible Inferno. Still. The Drake's still good. I think. Got the Drake to the roots, got the comeback wrong. Don't see us playing it though. I think the Tunnel Surveyor is a little bit weak. We might still have to play it because we have so many so little creatures. We have 9 enchantments so far, so that's something. Otherwise this draft looks all over the place once again. If you want to play 4 color, we could also just play the Winter. Yeah, but giving each player 2 cards is rather bad, especially if you play all over the place. So I think the Winter is not the play here. Otherwise, I think the blue-green base is okay. Might just cut the Drake to the roots, if I'm really honest. Play a little bit more down to earth. Blue, green, red. Try to go to town with that. Don't care too much about the rest. Heavy blue. Got some good fixing though. So I think we're set. Let's try it like this. See if it's good enough. Activate our stream deck once again. Boink, boink, boink. Screenshot it up. So that I don't miss anything. And you will let me know on our Discord what you think about the deck. So let's go into some games, have some fun. Okay, game number 1. We have all of our colors. You'll love to see that. We are on the play 2. So let's go for red here. Pass for now. My Duskmore drafts are all over the place. I don't know why. Oh, Omega punished. Could have played growing red on 2. But I would definitely want the red here. So that's something, but it's not too bad. Let's play the... I think we play the Curse Windbreaker first. Just curve out a little bit. Guess we just get the lands. Okay, we've got intervention. So that's unfortunate. The Huntwood Trigger. We cannot let that card attack. Can unfortunately not double spell God of our Mountains. So I think we stay hidden, stay silent. Pass for now. Okay, Fear of Isolation is nice to get the Windbreaker back. So what now? Could also just Growing Dread and equip. Maybe play it like this. Growing Dread first. Get the Very Watchwalk. Drop the mountain, equip our trusty dog, I would say. Only having one blue source really sucks right now. But still. Okay, opponent with the Monstrous Emergence. Oh, the Fire Trap Cadaver Slap really good for them. We can bounce their token, so that's nice. We can also reset one of our cards. So I think playing the Fear of Isolation is definitely worth it. Could get the Vargos there back, but I think they enter the battlefield of the Growing Dread or the Windbreaker is better. Pum, 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 pum. Yeah, I think we'll just get the Growing Dread back. Or do we really want to reset the Werewolf Slayer? Maybe just get the Windbreaker back, get another flyer on the board. Not having a second blue really sucks. Key opponent mills themselves even more, say its name. Defiled crit triggers. Another Brute Spinner. Ay ay ay. Okay, Terramorphic Expand searching for our island is good. Kinda like to get rid of the Brute Spinner now, so we do it like this. And then we bounce one of their tokens. Guess we'll stay on defense for now. Ah, and they still have the Defiled Crit. Uha. Oopsie daisy. So let's play the Custom Breaker first, I would say. Maybe get some of our good cards from the deck. Ooh, Oculus and Balustrade Worm, that's awesome. So mill the Balustrade Worm, get the Oculus, then flip the Oculus. Play the Peculiar Lighthouse and pass. Manifest once. Ah, they've got the infection too, what the heck. What was that? Where is the infection? This sucks. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. Could also draw. Yeah, let's take the 6 here. Could draw with the locker room next turn. So I think we'll have to play it like this. Play the Balustrade Worm here. Get some defense. Activate the locker room. Draw another card with the Fear of Isolation. Don't really want to raise the opponent right now. We are so far behind. Oh, and the opponent with the Hedge Shredder too. So this sucks. Ay ay ay. Don't try any action. We'll definitely not get them. Still Manifest Dread. What do we have left in library? What? Escape, please. Adios. What do we have left in deck? We've got the Piranha Flies, the Hidden Stay Silent, Waste Reality, Ghost Keeper, Glimmer Burst, Beasties. Got some good cards. Don't really think that I want to Manifest Dread. We've got all of our payoffs so far. I think we'll drop the mountain here. Let's equip the Balustrade Worm. Try to draw a little bit more action from the top. Come on, deck, please, please, please. Twist Reality is nice, so let's pass for now. If they have removal for the Hidden Stay Silent, it's still awesome, so that's good. Okay, head to reds it up. May mill 2. Hits us for another 5. Gets a land, gets a token. Oh, the Defiled Crypt is so good in their deck. No blocks. Take the 5 here. Okay, they Manifest Dread twice. Get only one token from the fight crypt though. Could twist reality. Maybe get us a beastie. Have a look at the top. Kinda like the counter spell though. I think we'll slower the twist reality for once. Okay, this sucks. Let's try to redraw. Like with the worm. Okay, what do they have? Grasping non-neck. Oh, this sucks. This sucks a lot. Hardwood Shrieker is such an obnoxious card. This sucks a lot. Yeah, don't have any choice. Again, also to life. Have to pass turn for now. Hardwood Trigger is such an obnoxiously strong card. Let's see what they mill. Oh, and they also have the Awakening Hall, yikes. Yeah, but what kills us is the early Defiled Crypt, so that sucks. So let's Manifest Dread from the top, see what we can get. Ghost Keeper is fine. Can pump it up to 4-4, so that's okay-ish. Have to block. Block once, block twice. 2 blocks. Could also jump block the Shredder. They can still get a lot of creatures with the Boot Spinner, so I think it doesn't really matter. Ah, that Sporogenic Infection really got us. Them having all of the answers. Yeah, and there's a lot of insects. And another Head Shredder, what the heck. Okay, that's game. Ay ay ay. Yeah. GG, baby. I think the deck is still rather okay. We got some good cards in the deck, so it should be fine. Got a little bit betrayed by the deck so far. So let's go into the next one. Should be still okay. Also, I've missed the mailman. They said they would come back again. Which is rather unfun. So let's go again. Against Ralph Grador. A gold boy. We've got the Watchdog, got our fixing into red, so that's nice. So maybe a little bit more tempo this time. Let's play the Forest and pass. Okay, playing against red too. So let's start with the good boy. Okay, Meat Locker is fine. Ay ay ay. Duskborn is such a strange format. Okay, what will we do? Can ramp it up with the Moldering Gym. Could also Meat Locker one of their creatures, but we've got some solid defense, so I think we'll just ramp it up. Get us our second blue out of the deck. Be happy with that. Pass for now. Okay, Wicked Gazebo. Mill 4, return 2. Okay, unable to Scream plus land, I guess. They attack, interesting. I think I'll go for the centipede here. Block it like this. Like me the twisted reality. I think that's okay. Could play the key bearer, they will definitely enchant it next turn. Could bounce it back with their nerving grasp, which is nice. So I think we can also just play the Drone Diner and draw a lot of cards. I think we'll start it like this, play the key bearer first, see what they do. I personally don't like counter spells in Duskmourn because there's so much recursion. But I like me Manifest Red, so I think the Twist Reality is in a tight spot still a rather good card. But don't listen too much to me, because I suck at Duskmourn drafting. Duskmourn was one of my worst draft formats, I think, ever. Win percentage was so low. Seeing the synergies in this set is really hard. There's so much interconnectivity. Also, a lot of graveyard recursion is a little bit too much of shenaniganry for me. But it's October, so it's spooky. Okay, drawing the mountain is nice. So what now? Can tap down the Brute Spinner. Can keep it tapped down forever. Maybe just play it like this. Tap down the Brute Spinner. Don't want that card going anywhere. Can slow roll their Nerving Grasp, which might be fine. So I think we'll pass for now. Cannot leave open the Twist Reality, unfortunately. Double blue is a little bit tough in our deck. Cast Windbreaker for the opponente. Already 7 cards more into their deck than us. Okay, they attack with the Borrower. Oh, Unnerving Grasp is a sorcery, I'm so stupid. Whoops. That was a big punt. This might cost me really big. I thought this card better. Big punt count here. Now I'm really sad. That jump block was so unnecessary. So what now? Can bounce their face down, doesn't do too much. Can me block a little bit, could also just make a big manifest threat. I think we'll try it like this. Okay. 2 bad head beasties. That's a big boy. Okay, Wicker Fog Thrasher's badge. Oh, Nerving Grasp being a sorcery really got me there. That sucks. Yeah, they can give Death Touch too with the Flash Borrower. They get in for 7. Yeah, now the tempo is all over the place. That jump block was really bad. Would have loved to bounce the Key Bearer though. Not really good to play 5 mana card into 1 mana into 2 mana. Curse Windbreaker will get us either way really fast. I think we'll have to take the 7 here. Sucks. Really sucks a lot. Still got some options. Play the Cursed Meat Locker here, tap down the Flash Borrower. Got the Bloom Burst for some jump block, the Twist Reality for some block counters, so I think we'll pass for now. Ay. Thanks for joining, Kalisata. Have a nice day. Okay, Oblivious Bookworm. Do I want to counter it? I don't think to. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, they re-equip. Worst nightmare. Yeah, I guess we're just losing to the Windbreaker here. Oculus is good, but I think it comes down a little bit too late. We don't have enough creatures in grave. Need 6 cards in grave. That's not good enough. Could twist reality, manifest red once. Could still try. Doesn't really matter too much. Play the Oculus for some defense. Pass for now. Manifest, I guess, the Windbreaker over the Balustrade Worm. Yeah, I could just manifest the Balustrade Worm, doesn't really matter. Flipping it might be good, but we don't have the luxury to do so. Stabilizing would be so important. Hey Blake, welcome back, welcome back. I'm doing quite fine. Getting smacked around in Duskmount draft, but that's nothing new. You found a solution for your commander at least. Okay, okay. The commander deck playing game is kind of about redirecting attacks with gold and protection, so you can stall enough to resurrect your creatures with Joshua. Ooh, that looks like a really solid option. Really good solution. Love to hear that. Interesting. Opponent manifests red instead of removing the stay hidden, stay silent to go white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. The Windbreaker will kill us, unfortunately. Our Windbreaker is in grave. They did not play any removal so far. So I think we're just dead. Could try to redraw into something. Don't think we have anything left in deck though. What else do we have? Got the Fear of Isolation, not good enough. Inferno also no only good for the creatures, so I think we're just dead. Unfortunate, unfortunate. So 0 and 2. Yeah, I really suck at Duskmon. Maybe I should just... I should just stop. Can't even talk anymore. So flabbergasted I am. Ay, ay, ay. Will it get better? I hope so. Will it get better soon? I don't know. Nom nom nom. So... the Platinum metagame. I'm a Platinum pleb. Got the Oculus, got the Peeper. Got no blue and no red. Can cycle for the mountain though, so I think I'll keep. Don't do that at home. I think the percentage to draw an island is 15, 19, 22, 25. So not too good. Still, we got some things to do, so I think it should be fine. Oculus is something that I would have liked to have in deck though. That's also something. This is a really strange keep here. Should definitely play a little bit more blue in my deck. Let's drop the mountain, very watchdog. And we're playing against... we're playing against white-blue enchantments, the best deck in the format. Oh, there are also some upgrades you can do, but they are crazy expensive. Expensive, expensive. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, we can block, doesn't really matter too much. Let's search for some answers. We're still a lot of color screwed, so that sucks. Yeah, that keep might not have been the best of my decisions so far. Yeah, take the one. Could also just sacrifice the watchdog to see for some answers from the top, but we've got the high toss, so it should be fine. Let's pass for now. Them having the Gremlin Tainer is really bad for me. Maybe I should have slow rolled the glassworks. But yeah, I don't want too much pressure in my face. Now I've got it. Okay, meat locker. So cycle for another land. All of the mountains in the world, because why not? So let's play our own turn surveyor. Could fix our double blue problem with the creeping people for our drowned diner and draw us into islands. So that's something. But I guess we will just die to the Gremlin Tamer. We have a really big problem with going white themes, and yeah, Gremlin Tamer is just a broken card in this format. There are so many enchantments running around. And Apparent Oculus is only good if you manifest it with Dread. Otherwise, if you have to exile your grave, comes down way too late. Especially if you're not in a dedicated self-mill deck like ours. Our pile is something, but it's not really good. This is one of the reasons why I hate this format so much. You definitely have to force some of the archetypes, and that just sucks. That's such a feel bad. Forcing Delirium or forcing enchantments is not something that I enjoy. So let's try to draw into a blue source. Okay, there's the island, that's good. Let's play the Creeping Peeps. Pass for now. Now they've got the Inquisitive Glimmer too. Aye, they've got a really awesome deck. Kinda strange to see that they are Syrian too. Maybe we just get queued up against all of the good players. Don't know if there's a loser's queue. Might definitely want it though. Opponent attacks with everything they got. Definitely have to block some of their small stuff. Do I offer the Creeping Peeps too? Might be still worth it. How much mana do we have? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn. So we can double spell with the drowned diner. So I think I'll take the 3 here. Okay, beatdown is nice. Beatdown is an out. What else can we do? Can play the forest here. Jump diner for 5. Play the beastie beatdown. Keep the defense strong. So I think we'll draw and discard. Maybe drop the Wildcard Slayer here. Now the beastie beatdown is active, gives us 2+1/+1 counters. So pump up the watchdog, get rid of the tamer, finally. Did already enough damage. Pass for now. 5 cards in grave, only 1 left. Can discard the Badhead Beastie next turn for the Oculus. Which is a real feels bad, don't want that. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana next turn. With the Creeping Peeps. Of course they have the hover ship too. Flying over our heads. So I think I will have to trade here with the Peeps. Pray that our Oculus lives. And make some awesome manifest tokens. Of course they have the Windbreaker too, why wouldn't they? So much flying. This sucks. We'll definitely play the Oculus here. Question is, what else can I play? Can play Moldering Gym, can unlock the Shattered Yard. Can tap something down. Which might be important, but they can just re-equip, so that's something. I think we still have to do it like this. Tap down one of their flyers. Otherwise I think we're just dead in the air. Pass for now. Then manifest Dread once. Okay, they've got the answer for the Oculus, it doesn't really matter. Okay. This is fine either way. Near the land. Yeah. Yeah, we're just dead to the flyers. It sucks. Sucks really bad. Yeah, but the early Gremlin Tamer definitely got us in. So I can't be too mad about this. Our deck is just not impactful enough. Yeah, I got the Impossible Inferno here. But their spells just ignore us. Don't have enough creatures, they can attack with at least 4. So let's pack it in. Pack it in and call it a day, I would say. Still got a little bit of time left, so that's good. Let's have a look. Okay, I have to make a little toilet break and then I think we'll play a little bit of Noita. So let's have a little bit of a deck review. Maybe a draft deck review it is. Welcome back to the draft review, to the deck review. How do I feel about this deck? Deck itself is rather solid. The mana base is horrendous. We got a little bit of fixing, so I cannot be too mad. As you can see, the synergies are a little bit over the place. We have to play some filler cards to fix our mana somehow, like the Bedhead Beastie. So maybe I would go down to mountains, play more islands, because the deck is really hungry for blue. We couldn't curve out too well. It's got more tempo spells than real threats, and that got back to bite us a lot. So play a lot more synergies than I did. I've been a little bit too entranced by the Balustrade Worm. Green was not really open, but I think the table pushed us into green-blue manifest somehow a little bit. I think the red splash is kind of okay. Could have had 2 PSD beatdowns. Could have had, I think, a lot better green base. Otherwise, the removal sucks. We lost twice against Graveyard Recursion deck, which was really obnoxious. I hate the Graveyard synergy in this format a lot because you can't really play around it in draft. If you don't get the cards that are bonkers, you just get this pile and then you lose. So, in my opinion, the draft itself was a little bit of a train wreck. That's of course on me. But otherwise, the opponents in the pot are Platinum players. They really know what they are doing. And they don't care for such a pile. They play just all of the synergies, all of the good cards from the grave. Graveyard's synergies are really strong here. And go to town. So, yeah, we got wrecked by the archetypes. Especially by the self-mill, also by the enchantment deck. I think cards like Bedhead Beastie, even with a rating like 2.0 or 2.5, they are not worth it. You want to curve out. This format can be really aggressive or really value-driven, depending on the deck that the opponent has drafted. And so far, I am really underwhelmed by blue. Blue is really good in white-blue enchantments, otherwise it just sucks. The removal is sometimes really good with the tap down to get rid of the opponent's graveyard shenanigans, but otherwise sucks really bad because if the opponent has something in play that just triggers a lot, and does not really care if it's in grave or on the field, still outvalues you. And the value shenanigans in this format are, especially with the rooms, really obnoxious. Otherwise, I think the rest that we've picked up so far were really awesome. I love me the apparent Oculus, is a really awesome card. In draft a little bit tougher to enable, but was one of the better constructed decks in its time. Liking the Balustrade Worm also a lot in its Delirium deck. We enabled it twice, so it was well fun. Opponent unfortunately had always the answer for it. So that's also something. There's a lot of removal in the set. Otherwise, I think the first pick Comeback Wrong was definitely okay. I personally don't like destruction-based removal effects, so keep that in mind. Exile is where the bread and butter is. And definitely account also for enchantment, so I think cards like Dractyl Roots definitely get a bit of a boost in their necessity. This will be it with the deck tech. 0-3 Trainwreck draft again, so I will not draft Duskmourn anymore. I hate this format and I will never play it again. It's so tough on my nerves, and you don't see the lanes clearly enough. All of those 5-color shenanigans decks are so tough to draft. Final Fantasy was hard. Duskmourn was in its time even harder. Got me already 4 times, so I will skip the Duskmourn draft. If you are not pushed into enchantments or delirium, you just lose a lot of games. And I will not do this anymore to me. But thanks very much for watching this draft. Let's send the deck off, get our picky pack, and call it a day. Stop recording. And I think I'm not really in it to play Noita today. Noita is really fun, but I have some things to do. Some places to be. Have to check out my post. So I will leave you all in the warm embrace of Twitch. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thanks Wing Flare for the strong comment in the chat section. Yeah, the opponent's decks were really obnoxious today. So I'm not too happy about that, but my draft also sucked, so that's definitely on me for not getting a little bit of a better aggressive curve. Just force the opponent to make mistakes. Otherwise, let's lay Duskmourn to rest. I'm not in the mood for some stupid shenanigans with the Duskmourn set anymore. So let's get out of here. And I think I'll call it a day. Thank you everybody for watching again. If you want to see me live, same time, same station, tomorrow, 12 PM CET. I think we'll start maybe with a little bit of Noita tomorrow. Don't want my Noita people to be too sad. Otherwise, we'll continue with our free-to-play Magic series. Still a lot of drafting and brewing to be done. And otherwise, have an awesome day wherever you are on this planet. I hope you had a lot of fun with me. Although I yapped a little bit at the end. The start of the stream was rather nice. And I will continue to give you good vibes. And maybe shut up a little bit more. So until then, have an awesome day. Have an awesome night. I wish you only the best. Be good, be brave.